All right, let's do a cheers to the Sobeys and Safe Liquid Beer for the podcast.
We ride again.
I love you guys.
Careful, that takes hot.
Remaining 4, 3, 2, 1. It is all over. The Edmonton Oilers have won the Stanley Cup.
For the win. Draisaitl centers. McDavid tips it. Game over.
Gretzky going in through the side to get back.
It's the 6 o'clock and check-in. Come on, let's go.
And he scores. Leon Draisaitl.
It's the AM Nasty Big Hello.
And there it is. Zach Hyman.
It's the Play Alberta Nielson Show. Let's go.
The Oilers pouring it on. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Smith from behind the net. Around.
Everybody tune in, even my wife. And those Macromala intros are cutting like a knife.
That is an absolutely pitifully bad call.
Hey, it's Mitch texting in. He's your dealer for life. Let's crack at 6 o'clock and log in with some sirloin
McDavid,
bites.
beautiful move. What can you say?
Let's see the play.
Here they come, the Oilers. It's dropped back. Lookberger shoots. Goal! Lookberger! The Oilers win it!
The Oilers have won the Stanley Cup.
I believe in these guys. I believe in McDavid and Dry. I'm a Nuge, Bush, and Kane. Gonna make a deep run again. I believe they can soar. Gonna bring the cup back to the north. I believe in these guys. I believe in these guys. Say it with me. I believe in these guys.
As Josh Clausen once said, I believe in these guys.
Yeah, paging Josh.
Yeah, Clausen, where are you now? Can somebody get Clausen
Get him on the phone.
a bunch of tequila and a telephone and have him call in and sing to us this morning?
I think that means we need to open the lines.
Yeah, right. You're a sick puppy.
Today would be the day.
You are a sick puppy. What's happening, everybody? It is our job to bring up the spirits this morning while at the same time breaking down the game and wondering what the hell is going on with Connor McDavid.
Rightfully said, good sir.
A gentleman's sweep is certainly in play. Jonty and Victoria. Trev, can you fix a shot? Why is Rick's computer in it? I don't know. Is your computer in a different spot? You see
This thing?
the camera shot?
I can.
Oh, there we go. That's better. It's just driving me nuts. Usually you don't see it in there. There's lots to get to. There's lots to unpack from this hockey game last night. Probably too much. There's too much stuff going on in this series. That's the issue right now.
So we've shortened the hangout to an hour.
That's it. The Nielson Show going for 4 hours today. RBM text and it says, hard to believe in these guys when they play like that. I just want to get this out there right now. Okay? They were not going to go 16-0 and win a Stanley Cup. I think because we haven't suffered a playoff loss in this city in so long. You know, it's been what, 10 months? You forgot that it happens. It's not ideal. They are tied at 1, and McDavid's played his 2 worst playoff games I think I've ever seen him play his entire life. And the power play sucks the big one right now. The special teams battle last night was awful. Like, there is still a path to victory in this series. The gentleman's sweep is still certainly on the line. Jonty and Victoria texted in earlier and said, guys, if the Ducks were to win in 5, would you do gentleman's sweep show, but just very sadly? And I kind of got some time for like horrible, down in the dumps gentleman's sweep show.
I have time for that, but Ducks at 5. I mean,
It's not going to happen.
That's not the other. But yeah, that's an interesting.
We said it. Yeah, like, so yesterday, one of the questions, I think it was on Oil Stream. Tommy and I brought it up. Like, was there anything from game 1 that made you change the way you would predict this series? And I thought JJ, who texted in yesterday on the Oil Stream, and if you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, Oil Stream, Monday, Wednesday, Friday from noon until 1, JJ said, anything from game 1? No. But anything from the last 5 years? Yes, because the Oilers never make it easy. And they can still win this thing in 5. Like, they doesn't look like they will, but it's 1-1. It's okay. If you want to vent this morning, we're here for you. I'm just trying to give everybody like a preemptive strike of this series did not just end. They have not been eliminated. So let's try. And look, I've got a few hot takes on this team right now as well. Paging Nugent Hopkins. Ooh. No shots on goal in 2 games.
What's the number for Roslovic?
Well, look, man. Here's like this is the thing. I'm going straight from telling everybody to calm down to about to just about to go off. They're tied at 1, and I would say so far the big guys in this series have hurt them. So there's that as well. I mean, you have to think. It's not like we're sitting here going, man, they need the other guys in this series to step up. That's not the case. That's actually a positive. Those guys are going. If the Oilers' top guns or the power play gets figured out, good night, Irene. Lights out. Series over. But they haven't yet, so it looks like series is on.
Yeah, you're cute. Saying game 2 of the opening round doesn't matter when we do take a regular season loss to the Ducks mid-season, as it's the end of the world as well.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
All right, 780-218-9999. Let's settle in. How are you doing?
Doing great.
Good, doing great.
Never been better.
Doing great.
Slept great.
Yeah, you slept. Did you say slept great or slept late?
No, great. I'm here.
It is true. You are here. You made it in on time. Trev, let's get right to it. Everybody wants to know.
How are those nails?
Confidence check. You bite your nails again?
Started.
I mean, that's understandable. That's understandable.
It's the playoffs.
It's the playoffs.
Yep. Totally.
That's why I grew them out, so I could chew them in the playoffs.
That's a great theory. I like that theory.
Yeah. Yeah, and they were gone pretty early after watching last night's game. Yeah, I said it on the hangout. It was going to be a sweep. So
I blame you jackass.
Yes.
Here we are. I've never seen a sweep. I've always wanted to, and I thought no better team to do it to than the run and gun, young and youthful Anaheim Ducks. That's not the case. I could see this going 7. I can. They're pesky. They don't go away. They don't go away in the game. They definitely didn't go away in the series, but you definitely highlighted the big point that I'm holding on to is we have yet to see Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
But one game is the Ducks, that was just McDavid. Everyone, it doesn't matter how good you are, you're going to have a stinker. But 2 games kind of makes you raise your eyebrows. Maybe the Ducks are doing something that, maybe is that Joel Quenneville?
Well, we'll get into it. We got Bruce Boudreau on today. It's a great show. We got Bruce Boudreau, we got Reed Wilkins, we got Ryan Rishaug, who yesterday was doing home renovations and totally forgot about us.
Yeah.
But he said, hey, I'll come on tomorrow. I said, you know what? We got a hockey game to talk about. Let's do it. So unless he's doing home renos again. But we're hoping to have Rishaug at 8:30 today. We have to remember that this is a best of 7. It's not a second team to win 1. Right? Like that's but they need to be a lot better. And I think that this is not how I would have expected the series to be tied at 1.
No.
Right? I would have expected that, Connor McDavid's got 4 points through 2 games, but nobody else is contributing. And instead, and I mean this when I say it, it's the exact opposite. It's the exact opposite of what you would have expected if this series was going to be tied at 1, which is bizarre.
I don't think we've ever had a series like that in the McDavid Draisaitl era, where the depth has shown up and McDavid's been silent.
This is like when Donnie didn't roll the strike and Lebowski. Trev, you wouldn't get the reference, and then died shortly later when he had a
Spoil it.
heart issue.
Don't spoil
Oh, yeah,
it.
sorry. Spoiler alert. Donnie dies later in Lebowski.
It's been long enough. Somebody would have.
Damn.
Road would have got around. You would have heard it on the thing.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah,
though,
but
right?
certainly
It's
doesn't happen 3 games in a row.
No, there's no way. I am
No,
totally
no,
hammering.
no.
I'm hammering McDavid over 1.5 points for game 3.
You didn't say that.
About
going
the
into
ankle,
game
though.
2.
Well, the ankle is certainly a concern. You got McDavid?
Hey, he said he's fine.
Let's get McDavid loaded up here. We're gonna hit McDavid
jaw
right at
dropped.
we're gonna hit McDavid right at the top. With your jaw drop on
That's
the ankle?
when the chewing of the nails started.
That's when you started chewing on the nails. That's when I kind of thought, like, what's going to happen in this series? Then he came back. You could tell in certain moments that
He gets a look
that
on
the
his
ankle
face.
was hampering
We've
him a little
known
bit.
him long enough where there's a look on his face on the bench where you can tell
there's some
something's like
concern inside
just
there.
The way his
Yeah, that's
look-
that's not ideal.
like he was in pain. Like when Szymanski tied it up, they panned to him and
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Like,
I know.
he's just-
That's well, hear what he had to say coming right off the top. Let's lay the show out for you. The Nielsen Show today and every day, brought to you by Weiss Johnson.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Of course, after the loss last night, you probably poured a bunch of gasoline on your furnace and lit it on fire.
Get that
out
old
of
bat out.
frustration. So it's time to get a new one, and they'll take care of you. They are the presenting sponsor of the Nielsen Show at Weiss Johnson. Get a new Train furnace now. You get 15% off any additional mechanical system if you do at the same time. Air conditioner, heat pump, hot water tank, garage heater. 15% off plus no interest for 24 months. Visit weiss-johnson.com to book an estimate today. Paris Jewelers inbox. She be a busy boy today. I don't know why I said it like that, but West Edmonton Mall, Kingsway, Londonderry, Sherwood Park Mall, St. Albert Center, ParisJewelers.com, Canadian and family owned.
If they win in 6, reggae show.
One of your text messages will take home. I want a series, man.
last night's game was all right.
That was a great game, man. RoyalPizza.ca. If they win in 7, Batman voice show.
Oh, God.
Can you believe it took 7 games? That was incredible.
Yes.
RoyalPizza.ca or visit one of their 14 locations in the Edmonton area. Available now for limited time only. You got the spicy vegetarian. Here's the shit. We're gonna get to what McDavid had to say coming up here right away in the morning announcements. Prolux Lighting morning after show coming up around 6:30. We'll get fired up for Gemco fireplaces as well. That is on the way. Bruce Boudreau, the first of 3 guests today on the Firehouse Subs hotline. Filthy Bruce will be by just after 7 o'clock today. I think I got him really excited yesterday when I texted him. I said, hey, Bruce, just a reminder, tomorrow we'll get the Stanley Cup playoffs and full WrestleMania recap. He's like, I got it. I was like, yes. Here we go.
And
So we'll get to that.
to join us for WrestleMania, and we might talk a little Stanley Cup playoffs near the end.
We'll also get your thoughts on Bruce Boudreau was one of the best power play coaches, or at least he had Ovi, so it helped. But if anybody can discuss a power play, it's Bruce Boudreau.
We'll send the tape to the team.
Yeah, I got beef coming up around 7:30 this morning. Dave from Ewell is actually already into the inbox today. He says my beef, even if you weren't asking for it, is with McDavid's ankle. You guys are the best. No, Dave, you're the best. We're gonna get to that in a second. Reed Wilkins is gonna. Reed might be. I watched about 15 minutes of post-game show last night, and then I was tired, and I was like, not tonight, so I went to bed. So I didn't see how fired up Reed was on the post-game show last night. So I'm looking forward to chatting with Reed Wilkins from the Reed Wilkins Show every single day from 3 until 6 here on Edmonton Sports Talk, on TuneIn, on iHeart, and, of course, over on YouTube as well. If you are on YouTube today, just because the team sucked a big one doesn't mean we are going to. So hammer the thumbs up for us today. That would be greatly appreciated. Kind of easy trivia. 3 questions too many. Ryan Rishaug, Scalding Hot Takes have been put on a platter for us today after last night's hockey game. So we'll get into that and then the wrap for William Huff. 6 o'clock hour of the show brought to you by Ewell.
Ewell, your partner in power.
Yes, 6 o'clock hour brought to you by Ewell, your power play specialists. Maybe they can fix the thing. Am I right? It's a power play joke, but not funny. Ewell has the gear you need for your next electrical project with 3 Edmonton area locations. Order online anytime. That's the website. That's convenient, ewell.ca. Ewell, your Edmonton-based partner in power and source for all things electrical. All right, morning announcements. Let's dive into those. We're going to hear what Connor McDavid had to say after the game last night. That's how we're going to dive into this thing today. Morning announcements brought to you by Hattie's Golf Shop. Golf swag you won't find anywhere else. Visit hatties.golf. Use the code NASTY15 for 15% off online orders. I know many of you probably picking up some new golf swag for the season. You might as well do it and get 15% off. Hatties.golf. All right, Connor McDavid last night. Look, even before the injury, even before the ankle issue.
Yeah, already making excuses.
Wasn't looking good.
Yeah.
Wasn't looking good. I cannot remember. Some of the tweets last night were pretty savage. I mean, I saw a lot of people say, "What is this? A gold medal game or Game 7 of a Stanley Cup Final?" It's like, oh God, people are turning on 97.
Anybody else may be riding the pine.
Well, I got a few of those as well. I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, if anybody else was turning the puck over as much as McDavid's been turning the puck over, they probably would be benched. But you're not going to bench Connor McDavid because he's the greatest player in the world. Just hasn't looked like it for the last 2 games. Here's what Connor McDavid had to say following the game last night.
How concerned were you right away?
Yeah, I just rolled up on a little bit. It's fine.
Safe to say, Connor, that special teams again was a difference here tonight in this one.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, special teams was no good.
So you talked about last game wanting to maybe tighten things up a little bit on the power play. What do you think happened tonight?
I still thought we got looks. I still thought, we had chances. Obviously, we got to find a way to score. We can't give up a shorty either. Yeah, it'll come.
On the power play and even 5-on-5, they're knocking down a lot of pucks, or is that them, or is that you guys not executing on the passing like you want?
Well, a little bit of both. They're obviously checking hard, and they got good sticks. They're good players. And we haven't been as crisp as we'd like, obviously.
I'm assuming you like your 5-on-5 play. You really dominate if you look at the score sheet. 5-on-5, you got to get your special teams better. But what is it about 5-on-5 that you've liked from the team?
Yeah, I thought we've done lots of good things. As I said again, when our game gets a little bit slow, that's where we start to lose it a little bit. I think you saw that early in the second period, but sped it up as we went. And when we play fast, we're tough to handle.
You guys talked a lot about trying to lower event hockey against this Anaheim team, and you haven't been able to succeed. Do we blame you? Do we credit them? What do you think is making that happen?
Well, maybe a little bit of both. Obviously, they've kind of switched. They've switched their style a little bit, kind of sitting back a little bit, sitting in their 1-1-2, and making it tough. We got to be stubborn with it and keep putting it in and forecheck them and make them come the full way.
You guys have gone a few games without a power play goal, but obviously it's the playoffs, everything gets magnified. Is it just simply you think you get one, it goes, or is there something that you need to see more of when you know the power play's not going to get it back?
Well, I mean, I think it's people forget we're Leon's just back, Heisey's just back. We're as good as the power play is, it's still a work in progress. We haven't ran our normal routes and had our normal looks for some time. It's not just a light switch, so we're working at it obviously, and we'll be a part of the series. We will be.
On their shorthanded goal, was it just getting crossed up in the D zone there? Or?
Yeah, just a little bit of a miscommunication. I thought, just a miscommunication, and obviously can't allow that pass back.
You guys have been in worse situations than this. Is that what you kind of rely on?
We've been in this situation a lot. 1-1 going on the road. We're comfortable on the road. We like playing on the road. Obviously, we'd like a better outcome tonight and a better product tonight, but we're comfortable going on the road.
Is the outcome maybe less concerning than the product? Are you kind of getting impatient for the product to get to where you want it to be?
Yeah, obviously. It's the playoffs, and we got to start going.
All right, there you go. Connor McDavid promising that the Oilers power play will factor in to this series at some point. Couple of scrum notes there. Reed Wilkins at the side his arm must have been like up and around like this to get that EST mic right by the head. Look at that. Look at that mic positioning from Reed Wilkins, best in the biz. And shout out to Friday morning Nielson Show analyst. Reporter Chris Johnston, probably only on the road to catch up on sleep because he's got the newborn at home. How tired did that man look?
Scrum lurking 101 there, hey? Like that
basically is what it was. All right, so there you go. Thoughts on what Connor McDavid had to say. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Troll text and it says, Leon and Zach are just coming back. Like someone said last night, they've been playing together for 3 years. How much time do you need? What was the special teams last night? -3? And they're -4 so far in the series? Going into this series, we looked at the numbers. The Oilers, obviously, with the top power play in the league for a long time now. It was 30% through the regular season. Their penalty kill, I believe, finished the year in 20th. And the Ducks' penalty kill and power play were both in the bottom 12 of the league. There should have been a significant special teams advantage for the Oilers coming into this series. We have not seen that so far. Like, I don't want to sit here and say it's as simple as the power play figuring it out. But when the power play has been a buzzkill and has been hurting you, and you're getting decent play from your depth guys, it might come down to the power play just figuring it out. And if any power play in the league was going to figure it out, it's probably the one that's been the best, arguably of all time, for the last 5 years. So I have to think I would probably side with McDavid on the power play will be here at some point. Now, as far as his game goes, I'm not too sure what to say. I don't think we've watched Connor McDavid fight the puck as much as we have these last 2 games. He obviously sort of glossed over the ankle thing, said it'll be fine, got rolled up on a little bit. So that, I guess, is positive news. We'll see how it looks in a couple of days when he gets back on the ice. But, I mean, get the power play figured out, you're probably going to be okay, don't you think? Or am I simplifying it too much?
Yeah, it's all in them to figure it out.
Right? Like,
I mean, it's nothing that the Ducks are doing, right? In a sense. We've talked about this with McDavid as well. Is it McDavid needing to figure it out? Noodles brought it up that he needs to figure it out. It's not so much what the Ducks are doing.
I think 5-on-5, it's a bit of what the Ducks are doing. But on that power play, man,
5-on-5,
the Oilers got to figure it out.
It was 4-2, I think, 5-on-5 last night, too.
Yeah.
Like they
got crushed on special teams.
Special teams are hurting them. It's not even existing. Like it's like, the power play, you didn't get the power play, but you still, like, it is actually hurting them. And then the Ducks 3 for 5 in the series with the man advantage. Their power play
60%. The Oilers, me.
And the Ducks power play during the season was not exactly, I don't think he was even flirting with middle of the pack.
It was bottom 12.
Yeah.
They can't lose this series because they're getting out special teamed. Like they have to get that part of the game going. To me, that's probably the biggest. Well,
they can.
McDavid with 0 points, that ties into the whole power play discussion. But at 5-on-5, he's fighting it. And I mean, arguably the most pathetic play we've ever seen him make in his entire career. Now, I thought Gazdic kind of laid it out nicely as far as the injury goes. If McDavid's ankle is 100%, when he picked up that puck, it would have been a million crossovers and he would have been flying out of the zone on the far side. Instead, he turns around, and you know the goal we're talking about. He turns around the puck and just blindly throws it into the middle of the ice. Nuge, who head has been in the cloud the entire series, and Boosh, who just likes to kind of float around, that puck goes away. McDavid like looks up to the sky, then just glides towards Killorn, while Boosh watches the entire thing, and the goal scorer goes to the front of the net. Like, it was a disastrous 5 seconds.
McDavid shrugging his shoulders there, like, peed me off the most. Like, you do that.
Like, get back after it.
You have the, like, audacity, just, and he realized that. He's like, I probably shouldn't shrug my shoulders. And even the play that led to that whole thing was just extremely weak as well.
Was that when they had the 4 guys and there was a guy wide open in front?
Well, yeah, Granlund was just skating down, taking his time. They're all just watching. 4 guys that Granlund had the Oilers
and
like
he
following
just missed the guy wide open.
Yes.
Yeah, that would have been awful. It ended up being awful.
Worse.
It ended up being awful anyway.
Maybe, I don't know. So,
but like that type of stuff. What are we
crazy puck watching there?
What was that? Like, what was that play? Like that was awful.
The playoffs.
Awful. Like that moment alone should be enough to be like, okay, like let's get our head into this series right now. That was not good. Not good at all.
Szymanski.
Great shot from Szymanski. Great shot from Szymanski. That was nice. Good for him.
Good for him.
I mean, I saw that go in. I was like, oh my God. At first I thought it was Wallman because coming down from the left side, or Ekholm, like with a rocket like that. And then it was Szymanski. Great shot. Unfortunately, bad icing from Ekholm. And then the puck ends up, Bush backs it right up the middle. Hits off Draisaitl's skate, and then it's a bad bounce, and it's buried, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, boy, what happened here? So, tough night for sure. I guess we're going to continue to talk about the game coming up. We're going to
break it all down again.
We got your Prolux Lighting morning after show coming up. We're going to get fired up for Gemco Fireplaces. But once again, like I said right off the top, and this is, I don't think that I mean, I've already ripped them a bunch this morning, so I don't think it comes across as a homer take, but this series is tied at 1. They were in a worse spot this time last year.
Yeah, they're better.
This time last year, they're actually kind of ahead of it this year. With that being said, somebody made a good point. This is the only series that has 2 Pacific teams going head-to-head. The other Pacific teams are playing teams from the Central, and it kind of sort of is summarizing the year in the Pacific so far. So just remember, it was worse at this time last year. I think. You might not feel that way now, but I think it was. Prolux Lighting morning after show is coming up. If you're listening on 95.7 this morning, don't be shy. You can fire us a text anytime, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. If you're watching over on YouTube this morning, thank you very much for being here. Hammer the thumbs up, and if you have not yet subbed to the channel, please do. We are closing in. I think we're like 15 subs away from 14,500, and we're 37 thumbs away from hitting 100 here in the 6 o'clock hour. The series is tied at 1. They were not eliminated last night, but there are certainly areas where they can be better, and we'll continue to discuss those. If you are on the radio this morning, a couple minutes of commercials, quick traffic update, then you're back with us, all of our online platforms. We got a sports update for Paramount Flooring. Are you ready to treat your feet? You can visit them in store to do so at 10707 184th Street on the West End or online at paramountflooring.ca.
Cutter Gauthier would pop the winner with just under 5 to go in the third as the Ducks would take Game 2 6-4 over the Oilers. Leon Draisaitl a goal and an assist, while Josh Szymanski also got his first. Connor Ingram stopping 22 of 27 shots faced. Game 3 tomorrow night down in Anaheim. Elsewhere last night, Flyers got the Penguins on the ropes. A goal and an assist from Trevor Zegras and Noah Cates saw Philly defeat Pittsburgh 5-2 to take a 3-0 series lead. Well, Wyatt Johnston would score his third in double overtime, leading the Stars of the Wild 4-3. Stars up 2-1 in that series. 3 games to go tonight. At 5, it'll be Boston at home to Buffalo. That series knotted at 1. Ottawa look to get back in their series, down 2-0 to Carolina. They'll host the Canes at 5:30. And the Kings, down 2-0, will host the Avalanche at 8. In the NBA, Cade Cunningham at 27 points as the Pistons win a low-scoring affair, 98-83 against the Magic. They even that series at 1. SGA, 37 points as the Thunder roll over the Suns, 120-107 to take a 2-0 series lead. Raps back home looking to get back in their series with the Cavs. 6 o'clock tip-off tonight, trailing that series 2-0. Also tonight, Atlanta hosts the Knicks, while Denver are in Minnesota. Jays failed to complete the sweep of the Angels, falling 7-3. They're back home tomorrow night to open a 6-game stand when they host Cleveland. And the Las Vegas Raiders hold the first overall selection as the NFL Draft goes tonight, 6 o'clock from Pittsburgh. Sports Update brought to you by Paramount Flooring. From custom homes to small renovations, Edmonton's top builders and contractors rely on Paramount Flooring. Our in-house team handles everything from selections to completion, keeping projects on track and on time. Visit our showroom 7 days a week or at paramountflooring.ca.
town boy living in the big city. Got something shiny on his wrist, so pretty. Negotiations for a phone he did not budge. Got the new Google Pixel and they threw it away. Ciao. First watch, got the time on his wrist. First watch, now here's the twist. First watch, you know what's really neat. First watch, it tracks his heartbeat. What time is it? Now he knows. What's the weather? It's looking like snow. Does he have an alarm? Wake up after he slept. Have you walked today? How many steps? First watch, got the time on his wrist. First watch, now here's the twist. First watch, you know what's really neat. First watch, it tracks his heartbeat. First watch, got the time on his wrist. First watch, now here's the twist. First watch, you know what's really neat. First watch, it tracks his heartbeat.
6:36. It is the Nielson Show, the morning after Game 2. The Edmonton Oilers losing Game 2 in this series is tied at 1. You can text us anytime. That'll get you into the Paris Steelers inbox, 780-218-9999. Lots of text messages that we will continue to sort through. Nielson Show songs like that last one, First Watch, which is when Trev got his first watch as part of a negotiation for a new phone. Still wearing it proudly, not talking about it as much as you were originally, but still enjoying every minute of it. Nielson Show songs are brought to you by Sportball. Spring is the perfect time for kids to get active, try new sports, and build confidence. Multi-sport programs introduce soccer, baseball, basketball, football, and more. Focus on fun first, no pressure, just play and learning. Visit www.sportball.com. Use the code EST15 for 15% off on select classes. It's a really friendly and pressure-free atmosphere, and then, you know, they can get to like U7 hockey, and you can start criticizing them. So that's nice too. We're coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio today. And, of course, all of Edmonton sports talk all day long, brought to you by our partners over at Play Alberta. Go to playalberta.ca today. Click on EST Specials. I just tweeted out, not to be, people are going to be, so you're trying to be too positive here, but last year at this time, the Oilers were down 2-0 to the Kings and had given up 12 goals over those two games. This year, at this time, they're tied at 1, and they've only given up 9 goals. So,
well, just keep it on the surface and just look at those numbers and everything. Yeah,
I'm not so much doing it to give this team a pass, but I'm doing it so fans maybe can just not be freaking out today.
Got them right where they want them.
I wouldn't necessarily say that, but gentleman's sweep is still on the board.
Exactly.
Man, is it getting light out early now, hey? It looks like 10 o'clock in the morning out there right now.
Yeah, enjoy it while it lasts.
I love it.
Yeah, I still don't understand how the time thing's going to affect our brightness and
I never
darkness.
understood time.
Time is very tricky.
I guess we won't know till we get there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into your morning after show. Lots to break down from this game. And yeah, you can chime in 780-218-9999. We'll get to a few of those as well. But let's do it. Prolux Lighting morning after show.
Being a fan of the Oilers today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to have your say? It's the morning after show where we will talk about the game and let you know who you should blame. You want a show where you will know if the problems are still the same. You want a show every morning after the game. You want a show so people know if the problems are still the same. You want a show every morning after the game.
Prolux Lighting Morning After Show, simplifying lighting with service you can count on, covering all of Alberta. Visit prolux.com today. Residential lighting, commercial lighting, industrial lighting, indoor lighting, outdoor lighting, all types of lighting. Probably some lightings that I don't even know about.
In between lighting.
Do it at Prolux Lighting. I see Nas over on the Nasty Chat on YouTube. It says Anaheim can score goals they have all season. They are better than Los Angeles. Well, this is great news then, because Los Angeles scored 12 goals on the Oilers in 2 games last year, and the Ducks have only scored 9. Once again, there's a positive spin to be put on everything.
You're a numbers guy.
But there's a lot to break down from this game that wouldn't go over as a positive, I think. So let's get into it. It is your Prolux Lighting Morning After Show. The EST big moment that happened. What are you guys going with?
I know they'd roar back to tie up at 4, but I'm going with that shorthanded goal. That's just kind of, it's just one of those, we talked about the
summed
moment.
up the game.
It summed up the game, and maybe, if you want to go as far as to say the series to this point, frustrating, and especially with McDavid and the way he was feeling it and how that all kind of transpired. So we talk about special teams and the lack of a PP for the Oilers and a rising PP for the Ducks right now as it is, but a shorthanded goal from Poehling to make it 4-2. I get it. They come back, they tie it. The Cutter Gauthier one, obviously, late there with under 5 to go, but I'll just say stylistically, the shorthanded goal was a big moment.
Trev, what was your big moment? Is there another one that pops out outside of...
I'm going to go with the Ekholm icing that led to the eventual game winner of the Anaheim Ducks, Cutter Gauthier getting his second of the playoffs, and a lot more noticeable for him last night. But yeah, just bad icing, comes back, and kind of a trifecta of things that happened there.
There had to have been a better way for Ekholm to handle that. However, I will say it's not like he just hammered it down the ice. He tried the high backhand flip. And I think putting the right touch on that can be a task at sometimes, and he just didn't.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, it's not like that. They could have played it better off the faceoff, I guess is what I'm gonna say. Like,
and then of course, Bush, he tries to get rid of it, just deflects perfectly off of Leon, right to Cutter, and in. Just one of those things. But big moment for me.
This text comes in and says, boys, I know McDavid's going to take a lot of heat right now, but how about Nuge? Woof. Someone tell him that the playoffs have started. Yeah, we're going to get into that a little bit as we continue to work our way through the show.
Well, he did a good job of avoiding Dostal there as well.
No shots on goal for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins through the first 2 games of this. No shots. What are we doing here? No shots on goal? Come on.
At least take out the goalie.
Big moment that happened. I mean, I thought when you get the Szymanski goal, okay, they're doing it again. Like they're gonna come back in the third period and they're gonna go win the game. So I guess I have to go with the eventual game winner. It just, I mean, the most talked about moment of the game will be the turnover that you mentioned. Well, I've seen whatever was thrown on the ice last night. I've seen referred to as a donair, a duck, or a rotisserie chicken. And the picture I saw, it looks like a rotisserie chicken.
Good, yeah.
No, it looks like a rotisserie chicken.
The video.
Do they make a rotisserie duck? Because that would make more sense than a rotisserie chicken.
This was a chicken.
So somebody threw a chicken on the ice to kill the momentum that the Oilers were starting to build.
Yeah.
But they were probably thinking people think it's a duck.
Trying to recreate the nacho moment against the Capitals.
What an idiot. Yeah, but at least that was during play.
Yeah, that was fun. Nachos are fine.
All right. Keep the text coming in at 780-218-9999. Super stat of the night. What do you guys want to go with?
I'm going special teams.
Yeah, I mean, when your special teams get owned like that.
And I won't just leave it as last night. I mean, it was 0 for 4 on the power play. Now, I do believe 0 for 6 through 2. And Anaheim, 3 for 5. And you factor in that shorthanded goal as well, which rolls into the special teams. So special teams numbers as well. And I know we can go individual. There's lots of other numbers to go with, but special teams right now, I guess, is the one.
We're going to hear what Knoblock had to say after the game last night. And special teams is the first thing he went to because that's the truth. They lost that game last night because of special teams. They just did.
It's not like it was that bad. It even wasn't helping you.
No, it was hurting you.
Exactly.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't sitting there like, oh, I really could have used one.
Yeah.
No, you were awful at it.
Yeah,
you were awful at it. So yeah, if you were listing things to blame last night's loss on, overall special teams would probably still be slightly higher than Connor McDavid being number 2 on that list. Trev, is there a stat for you that pops up?
I thought I saw it last night, but I can't seem to find it around right now. But regardless, McDavid going pointless his first 2 games in the playoffs, which matches career high, I believe. Another stat I'm just looking at, it's kind of glaring. -3 for Zach Hyman. Not ideal.
And he had a goal.
Yeah. So
he also had 6 shots on goal and 5 hits. I mean, I'd say he was probably the most effective player on that line last night.
Yeah.
But that's not good. I mean, okay, let's see here. Other super stats that we got to. I mean, from a positive, I think you have to kind of like Connor Murphy's game last night. Darnell Nurse was a team best +2, if that means anything. Kapanen as well. But you got to come back around to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Yes, he had an assist. But outside of that, 0s across the board and 2 giveaways, and does not have a shot yet in this series. So the Oilers are losing this series, or not losing, tied in this series. Feels like they're down because McDavid has been held pointless. Nuge doesn't have a shot on net yet. Bouchard was held pointless again and was -2 and had 3 pretty good looks at goals that were scored against them. It's fascinating to me that we're sitting here talking about the Oilers being down because their big boys aren't cutting it. I didn't think that would be a storyline ever.
Slow starters.
But here it is. And you know what? That's the other thing.
This is baked into how they go about business.
You can't possibly be surprised that this is how it's gone so far, right?
No. And nor will you be surprised when they eventually end up winning this series somehow, some way, right?
All-time perennial slow starters.
Every single time. Every single time.
3 stars of the game last night. Gauthier, well-deserved. Killorn, 3 points as well. And Szymanski, with that first career playoff goal, he gets the 3rd star of the game. Who's your 4th star of the game last night?
Well, I always try to give it to an Oiler, and I will attempt this time as well.
He's trying.
Boy, am I trying here. I've got a couple, and I know what you want us. It's not 4, 5, and 6 stars, but I'm trying to give you a 4 here. I will go with. It's tough. I could almost flip a coin for this. I'll give it to Connor Murphy then. I was going to go between Connor Murphy and Kasperi Kapanen. Kapanen was a +2 on the evening with an assist, 3 hits. I mean, we all know how he plays, a couple of shots as well. But I thought Murphy getting that goal, given his age, right? First.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
there was a few moments where you're like, okay, they're back in it. Okay, they're back in it. And then they just couldn't get that next step.
3 shots for Murphy, the goal. I guess I'll give it to him.
When he scored yesterday, I was very excited to come in with the collage of goal songs and hit a little.
Oh, the night that Patty Murphy died is a night I'll never forget. Some of the boys got loaded drunk and they ain't got sober yet.
You can't play it.
As long as the bottle was passed around, every man was feeling gay. O'Leary came with the bagpipes and music for to play. That's how they showed their respect for Patty Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride.
When he buried that one, I said, okay, here we go.
Right. Well, if he's getting
Draisaitl goal song, Hyman goal song. Now we get Patty Murphy. And instead, I mean, we could have done it as a big pick-me-up, but people always get mad at us when we do positive things after the team loses. So I might get ripped for even playing that today. 38th star of the game. I got to do it. Connor McDavid. like somebody tweeted at me last night and said, "Turns out McDavid's paid exactly the right amount." Whoa! I know. I can't. I didn't want to steal it for my. I didn't want to steal it for myself. Connor McDavid was the least valuable player on the ice for the Edmonton Oilers last night. He hurt them, which is. I don't know if I've ever said that. He's been here for over 10 years. I don't know if I've ever come in the next morning and said Connor McDavid hurt them last night and was the least valuable player.
Is this his first 38th star?
It had to have happened before.
I don't know. I don't know if it did, man.
He did go pointless back-to-back in
I don't know if I've
certain important
ever
games
given
last season.
McDavid the 38th star. But I also know that it's the right answer.
It is.
It's the right answer. What about Ingram? What did you guys think of Ingram last night? Because I had a lot of people being like, Dusty, Ingram. I mean, he didn't help them much, but
yeah.
I saw one idiot be like, they should start Jari in game 3. I was like, come on, get out of here. Go. I know. I swear to God. Now it was on Twitter.
We talked about
idiots.
This. And I don't think you classify last night as a stinker from Ingram, but even if he has a stinker,
you
would go back to him. Yeah.
Going back to him. There's no.
Definitely wasn't great. I don't think he was terrible either, though. Kind of in the middle.
It was so.
There's 3 goals from the blue line that went in, and you'd probably want him, probably the Trouba one in the second. You probably want him to get that. But those are all something that the Oilers have not really done. Like you look at 4 of the Ducks goals that they've scored. 1 in game 1, Troy Terry, Chris Kreider in front, screen. Like they're getting in front of Connor Ingram, so he's having to fight it. And that's why it's like those aren't easy to save, right? When you've got a lot of big bodies in front of you. So
not hanging it on him though.
Not hanging it on him. No.
Yeah, and not getting to the point where you'd start Jari. Do you have Knoblock? Do you got Knoblock up? We'll get to. I don't know if we'll play all of Knoblock, but we'll play a little bit of Knoblock. Belineski in cap locks over on the YouTube chat says, "Hey, I'm not an idiot, and I think they should start Jari." It's to break this to you, Belineski, and I like you. But you are an idiot.
I second that.
You're running back.
I like you.
Yeah, Belineski's a great dude, but come on, man.
Game 3.
Get that out of here. Let's do your Prolux lighting, bright light of the night, eh? Let's do it. Let's hit it.
It's the bright light of the night.
Bright light of the night. Bright light of the night, champion. Gotta go to the kid, Szymanski. Nice goal, Szymanski. Welcome to the lineup, Szymanski. Wicked shot. First time he's ever actually shot a puck into the net.
Yes.
Which is kind of cool for him, I'm sure, as well. Unfortunately for him, a bunch of the other guys in the team ruined it. But congratulations to Szymanski. For the first time, I think he's got the Prolux lighting and controls. Bright light of the night.
First of many.
I think we gave it to him when he had that weird bounce goal that he got, like his first one. But that was a wicked shot. I'm surprised we haven't got text yet today saying, Dusty, you think Szymanski scores 20 next year?
Well, I think the question is now, what is the song?
Oh, there's other songs I want to get to first. But eventually, maybe.
I'll put it on the list.
All right, here's Knoblock last night. Let's hear what this guy had to say.
What's your largest source of frustration about this game tonight?
Oh, special teams. The fact that they outscored us 3 there. That's as good as you are 5-on-5 or as much as you can score. It's pretty tough to overcome 3 goals there. So I believe that's the story of the game tonight.
Are you satisfied with the 5-on-5 play, or do you feel you're not, connecting enough passes and getting the puck smoothly enough up the ice?
5-on-5, I believe we had 4 goals tonight. You score 4 even strength goals. That should be enough to win a hockey game. The other night before, I thought we scored quite a few the other night to win. So 5-on-5, I think we're generating enough.
With Connor and obviously leaving the game there, do you have any concern that this is something that might affect him moving forward in the series here?
I haven't got any updates, so I'm not sure. Obviously, we're hoping everything's fine, but I can't comment on that.
What have you seen from him through a couple of games? He talked after last game about, the power play entries and such, and maybe some of that being his play, but what are you seeing from him? It's rare he goes back-to-back like this. Yeah, I thought game one, there was obviously some problems, or just they did a really good job breaking up our power play, or our entries right at the blue line, and we weren't able to make the plays. Tonight, I don't think that was an issue. I thought we had many chances to score goals, not capitalizing. That happens. But I thought our power play was much better tonight than it was in game one. But sometimes you're just not able to put the puck in the net.
Chris, 5-on-5 even at times on the power play, you have a lot of passes. I don't know if they're forcing them or just really good at disrupting them, but you seem to be missing a lot of passes, especially tonight. Why do you think that is?
I guess you got to give them credit for getting above. The faster we can play and they're not in formation, we can try and beat that pressure. But I'm not quite comment on exactly why it was breaking down tonight.
You mentioned earlier this morning that you remembered Szymanski, Roslovic, and Savoy as a line earlier in the year, and you liked them together, put them together when you switched up the lines a little bit, and obviously they roared with a huge goal. Is that a line you'd like to stick with moving forward?
Yeah, we're not sure. It's definitely a line that we're comfortable playing. They've played well in the past, and obviously tonight they scored a huge goal, and Savvy made a great back check to break up that play and counter on that. But we're not sure about when Dickinson comes back, and we do have some options.
Chris, do you feel at all that Connor's fighting the puck, and did that lead to the turnover for the shorthand goal?
Absolutely. I think he's putting a lot of pressure on himself. He wants a lot of obviously he wants the team to do well, and he's a leader, and usually when we have success, he's a big part of that. And there's stretches during the season that he hasn't been the best player. There's nights that he hasn't been outstanding. Doesn't happen very often, and I'm certain that he's going to find his game.
There you go. Knoblock is certain that the big man's going to find his game for the Edmonton Oilers, and they're getting support elsewhere in the lineup. You don't even need a ton from them. You just need to get the power play going.
They are getting, but then the Nuges of the world and everything else, right? Like it's funny where they are getting that support. It's not like secondary. It's like,
but I feel like if the power play gets going, it kind of gets all those guys going in other aspects too, right? You can text us anytime, 780-218-9999. The Godfather texts in, says, I moved some things around on Friday night. Do I need to ask Tammy if Dusty can come out and play at BP's Clairview? And if I come to the Oil Stream and Lock Shop Friday afternoon, will Dusty take one off my tab? I will take one off your tab. The Godfather doing a double dip at BP's Clairview. Oh, maybe I am going to have to make it out there on Friday night then, I guess. Trav, you should come and sit there and drink fish bowls with the Godfather.
Okay.
And
twist my arm.
Once again, I'm going to tell, I don't know if Jason from BP's is listening right now, but if you are, I'm going to need the Lakers game on at least one of the TVs.
The back room.
Just saying. I need a Habs game on a TV. I need the Lakers game on a TV. And then you can throw the Oilers game and the big one in the middle.
I guess.
We got to make sure we get to that, yeah.
If you must.
All right, let's get fired up for everything.
Let's get fired up. Yeah.
Let's get fired up, shall we? Fired up. Brought to you by Gemco Fireplaces and Napoleon Products, proudly serving Edmonton in the area for 45 years. The authorized dealer for Napoleon Fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon Fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need are available at Gemco, 9281 50th Street. You know what gets a lot of people fired up? A good old-fashioned 50-50 for a great cause.
Okay.
And this one doesn't even come with like millions of dollars in admin fees. This is just straight up going to help this organization. It's the Cara Family Resource Center. They're doing a spring 50-50 right now. This is our man, Mark Boudreau.
Yep.
He works here.
MCTV.
He helps run this place, MCTV podcast, and this is a great fundraiser for them. It's going to run until May 11th, just your classic online 50-50. Okay, so Mark and his group over there at the Family Resource Center, would certainly love the support. Support local families with Cara Family Resource Center, Spring 50/50. Tickets are on sale now until May 11th. One lucky winner will take home 50%. The other 50% stays right here in Edmonton to help families in need. All right? We always love 50/50s. Let's do it for a cause that you know it directly impacts.
A true 50/50.
Get your tickets today at rafflebox.ca/raffle/KARAFRC. Okay, rafflebox.ca/raffle, KARAFRC. You must be 18 years or older in Alberta at the time of purchase. Grand prize draw on May 11th, 2026. ALGC license number 778765. But go support that Family Resource Center. It would mean a lot to them. It would mean a lot to them. They're in 15 community locations across Northeast Edmonton, schools, libraries, community leagues, rec centers, tenant spaces. They help parents. They help kids. Great family resource. Rafflebox.ca/raffle/KARAFRC. All right, Bruce Boudreau's coming up. How do you fix the power play? What is going on with Oilers power play right now? It's bizarre that we're saying that. 6 o'clock hour has been brought to you by Ewell. They're your power play specialists, which is a very ironic tie-in today. They've got the gear you need for next electrical project with 3 Edmonton area locations. Order online anytime at ewell.ca, your Edmonton-based partner and power and source for all things electrical. Bruce Boudreau, Play Alberta Early Bird Bet of the Day. I believe it's already up. I Got Beef. And then Reed Wilkins on the Firehouse Subs hotline as well. If you're listening on 95.7 this morning, please tell your friends that the Nielson Show is back on the radio better than ever on the FM dial. We got a couple minutes commercials, quick traffic update, then you're back with us. Online platforms, sports update, brought to you by Chelsea LaBelle and Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton. If you're planning your next cruise or vacation destination, 780-970-4834. Here's the update.
Cutter Gautier's goal with just under 5 would lead the Ducks to a 6-4 victory over the Oilers last night. Leon Draisaitl will finish with a goal and an assist. Game 3 tomorrow night down in Anaheim. Elsewhere last night, Philly defeating Pittsburgh 5-2 to take a 3-0 stranglehold on that series. And it was Wyatt Johnston with his third of the postseason in double overtime, leading the Stars over the Wild 4-3. Dallas now up 2-1. 3 games later tonight, Boston hosts Buffalo at 5. Ottawa look to get back in their series when they welcome in Carolina at 5:30. And the Kings, down 2-0, they head home to host the Avs at 8. In the NBA last night, SGA had 37, leading the Thunder over the Suns 120-107. Oklahoma City now up 2-0 in that series. And the Pistons evening their series with the Magic at a game apiece with a 98-83 victory. Raps back in action tonight. They'll host the Cavs down 2-0. Tip-off 6 o'clock. Elsewhere tonight, Atlanta at home to the Knicks at 5, and Denver visit Minnesota at 7:30. Angels avoid the sweep with a 7-3 victory over the Jays yesterday afternoon. The Jays will host Cleveland tomorrow night to open a 6-game homestand. And the Las Vegas Raiders hold the first overall selection heading into tonight's NFL draft from Pittsburgh. Action gets underway at 6 o'clock. Sports update brought to you by Expedia Cruises. Join YouTube Trev for the best trip of his life, a weekend of Blue Jays baseball in Toronto, July 17 to 19. Contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises Northeast Edmonton to get on the wait list. Call or text 780-970-4834.
Chapter written, the story unfolds.
pulse of the city sinks with the beat. From the draft to the rink, the journey's begun. We're the heartbeat. This is gonna be fun. Let's bring the cup home. Make the city roar. Raise it up high like never before. Bring the cup home. Let the anthem ring. We got the fire. Time for 5 more rings. Hey!
7:06. It is the Nielson Show, the morning after Game 2. The Edmonton Oilers drop it. Series is tied at 1. Nielson Show brought to you by Weiss Johnson. Check them out at weiss-johnson.com. You can text us anytime at 780-218-9999. Calling the Amishman and says, instead of Picasso on ice, McDavid looks more like, hello, my name is Simon, and I like to do drawings.
Yeah. Finger painting.
Calling the Amishman, coming in, trying to get in that Royal Pizza text of the day today. Royal Pizza.
Royal Pizza.
It's the text of the day. So keep those coming in into the Parachuters inbox at 780-218-9999 is where you can chime in. We got Bruce Boudreau coming up right away. He's going to kick off the hour. He's our GS Construction Hockey Insider. Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. I got beef coming up around 7:30. Many of you must have beef today. Hey, oh boy, it's going to be a beefy segment today. So we'll get to that at 7:30 today. And then Reed Wilkins will also join us on the Firehouse Subs hotline. 7 o'clock hour of the show. Brought to you by GameSense. When you are gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed. Visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense. All right, Bruce Boudreau is our GS Construction Hockey Insider and analyst for 5 decades. GS has been proud to serve our communities, and once again, they're hiring now. GS is looking for experienced top men, pipe layers, and operators. Visit gsconstruction.ca. Click on careers to find out more. We are going to get to WrestleMania with Bruce, but we got to start with the Edmonton Oilers and a team that he used to coach, the Anaheim Ducks. Bruce, the series is tied at 1. The whole city is panicking after the way that they lost last night. McDavid has been held pointless through the first 2 games. Tell us it's not as bad as it looks.
I really don't know if I can.
Oh, no, Bruce.
I mean, listen, Anaheim could have won both games.
That's true.
But at the same time, I just lean back on the fact that Edmonton went through the same thing last year and the year before with LA, and they find ways to win. I mean, Connor doesn't, whether he has 2 games that he would classify as substandard, he doesn't usually have 3, 4, or 5. And if it's 1-1 and he hasn't played well in his mind, and he's going to pick it up, then that's going to be the difference right there. So I'm worried, but not too worried. And it's funny how Edmonton goes. They in the playoffs, sometimes they leave their defense out to dry, and their goaltending isn't as good as it gets as it goes along and gets as the series goes on. But I mean, I got to believe that it's very similar. Their whole season has been very similar to the last 2. So why would we think that the playoffs are going to be any different? I believe if you believe in Edmonton that they're going to win. And Anaheim has got a lot of young guys that are really enthusiastic. But I mean, 7-game series is an awful lot different than going up and playing Calgary, Edmonton, and then going back home. I mean, playing 7 games against a real good team is very difficult to be
Bruce
successful.
Boudreau with us on the show this morning. You mentioned the spot they were in last year. They were down 2-0 to the Kings and had allowed 12 goals against in those first 2 games. So we'll see how they managed to get it figured out. You talked a little bit in there about Connor McDavid, and it's easy for us to sit here, watching these games and go, "Oh, he's trying to do too much. He's trying to do too much," and this is all on him. How much of it is on the Ducks, do you think, and the way they're defending him at 5? And we'll get to the power play in a second because special teams have not been good. But 5-on-5, what the Ducks are doing to McDavid, how much of it is on number 97? How much of it is on maybe a veteran coach finding ways to disrupt his game a little bit?
Well, that's where I was going to go. Joel knows what he's doing in Anaheim, and he knows, he's coached against teams that have had very good offensive players in the past. Maybe not as good as Connor, but what they're doing is every time he touches the puck, they're going at him, and they're not giving him room to skate. And what happens in the regular season is Connor, when he gets the puck, people will still go at him, and then he'll pass it, and then he'll go and get it back in full stride. They're not letting him, once he gives it back, they're not letting him get away to get it back. So it's really struggling for him. And you could tell on the one goal that he gave away, he was so frustrated, threw his head back as if, oh my God, what am I doing? And that he's just right now, he's being punched and hit and clawed every step of the way. And I don't think that ankle injury helped at all. He's going, now what can happen? So, but he finds a way. He's that one player in the world that finds a way. So I would say he's been frustrated, but at the same time, I've never seen him not come away and find a way to figure it out.
So your thoughts, obviously, on special teams as a whole in this. The Oilers' power play limping down the stretch without Leon Draisaitl. He's finding his way back into the lineup here. But then the Ducks' power play as well has kind of been lights out, and it wasn't during the regular season. So is this down to like execution right now, or is this kind of going to coaching as well again?
Well, I mean, when you're a lot of it is coaching, but it all comes down to execution. Yeah. Like, I mean, if you're watching video on the same team for a long time, you know what it's going to take to beat them. Whether it's attacking the inside, whether it's shots, whether it's quick puck movement. I mean, they're watching the video all the time, and they know the weaknesses, even though Edmonton should know the weaknesses of Anaheim too. So, I mean, but right now in the playoffs, if you look at all the series, a lot of it comes down to power plays versus penalty killing right now. And the team with the better power play is usually ahead in all the series.
We had a lot of people last night on Twitter, especially messaging back at a lot of our posts being like, it's coaching. Knoblock is getting significantly out-coached so far, and I'm trying to dive into it and sort of get my head wrapped around how much of it is coaching. And you just kind of laid it out, I think, Bruce. Some of it will be coaching, but it's the execution of the players on the ice. How would you weigh that? Like, how much of it has to just come down to the guys on the ice executing what the coach is telling them to execute?
It comes down to that all the time. Like, I mean, coaches are not stupid. Like, I mean, they're telling them what to do. They're seeing video in these teams. Now, if you don't do it or don't execute it, it's not going to be successful. And I have a hard time understanding sometimes the Edmonton fans, why they're getting on a coach that has taken them to the Stanley Cup Finals 2 years in a row and within one goal of winning the Stanley Cup. Like, I mean, that takes something to do that. I mean, some of the greatest teams in the world have never won the Stanley Cup and had great coaches. So, I mean, I think it's not about the coaching. They know what they're doing. Chris knows what he's doing out there, and he's had great success. I mean, it's hard in the playoffs, but Quenneville is is the best. So I mean, it's not easy. It's not hard to get out coached by him. He certainly did it to me in Game 7 when we were playing Anaheim, when we were playing Chicago, and they went on to win the cup. And I thought I got out coached in Game 7, and that's what happened. So I mean, but I think they harp on the lack of Chris Knobloch's coaching way too much, because I think he's a really good coach.
Bruce, who like on the ice impresses you the most of those young Ducks?
Well, Cutter Gauthier is, to me, if you look, he played 60 games this year and got 41 goals. I mean, if he had played a full season, he wins the Rocket Richard at his age, right? I mean, he knows how to put the puck in the net, and if you give him opportunities, and he doesn't need a lot, he's scoring goals. I mean, he impresses me an awful lot. Carlson is the Barkov of the West.
That's what he looks like. Eh?
I mean,
yeah,
he just looks like Barkov of the West, and you've got that going for you. Plus, like, I mean, they're veterans. They're have been through the wars. John Carlson's won a cup. You know, you've got the Kreiders and the Trubas. their prettiest. And Granlund, who I had in Minnesota, is a really good player. He's lost a step, but he's a really good player. But those are really good veterans they've got. And even what's his name? The Slayer, the defenseman. I mean, we used to call him the Solani Slayer. He hit Solani so hard one time, his whole body was bruised. So we used to call we called him the Solani Slayer, like when we played against him.
You're talking about Gudas?
Gudas, yes, there it is.
Yeah, his whole body was bruised.
Whole body, like he hit him at the bottom of the circles, and he didn't land till he hit the boards. Like, I mean, it was crazy, and poor Timu. I mean, he looked like he'd been run over by a truck, which is pretty well what happened.
Bruce Boudreau with us on the show this morning. Bruce, a couple other Canadian series that we quickly want to hit on, and then we'll get to WrestleMania 2. The Ottawa Senators. So you're Travis Green. You're coming home. Your team's been, basically dialed in for a couple of months just to get to the playoffs. You've lost 2 really tight games to a very good Carolina team. Do you make many adjustments or just say, run it back out there, guys? We're going to get one?
Well, I'd say, Mark, if you can keep playing the way you're doing, because Carolina keeps coming at you, then they have a chance. But, I mean, Rod knows and that Carolina's going to give the best game tonight, because they know when you take a 3-0 stranglehold, it's very hard to come back from. So, I mean, I think both teams realize what's at stake tonight. I think Ottawa could have won both games. I mean, it was in the first game, it was 1-0 when that goal that almost went in the net. If it had gone another quarter inch, would have been classified as a goal, would have tied at 1-1 in the third. And then how many chances does Stützle need before he scores a goal? Like, I mean, granted, Allmark, if he plays that way and stops Carolina, Ottawa, when they get their chances, have got to put it in. And that's just what they have to do. But I think there's a chance. If they win tonight, I think it's a long series.
And over to Montreal as well, Habs Lightning. I mean, it's been a very entertaining 2 games thus far. How do you see things shaking out over the next 2 in Montreal?
Yeah, another one where Montreal could have been up 2-0 right now. And I just think the biggest thing Montreal has to do is just let Tampa just run around and do their stupid stuff.
So don't get involved in. I was wondering if you would say, step back on that maybe if you're the Habs.
Well, listen, just play between the whistles. And I mean, Tampa's trying. I mean, they built their team to beat Florida, and Florida's not in. And so, but they still, I think they led the league in penalties, or were in the top 3, and they take dumb penalties. And when they do that, and they're killing 5 and 6 times a night, that means Kucherov isn't on the ice for 10, 12 minutes, that he could be on the ice for a lot of that. So, I mean, if I'm Montreal, and listen, the atmosphere is going to be incredible in that building tonight, but I mean, just to keep it down, play between the whistles, and let Tampa take stupid penalties. And I think Montreal has got a good chance of beating them. I really believe they do. And you look at the games and you look at both teams, and I think Montreal is just as good right now as Tampa.
All right, let's get to what people came here for. By all accounts, from what we've heard about WrestleMania so far, and I dove in to a couple of different places and watched part of it. The first night sucked. The second night and the main event were really good. I'm curious in your take on Lesnar apparently calling it quits. I know Greg Wyshynski suggested earlier in the week that he's not sure that's 100%. But what'd you think of WrestleMania? How do you sum it up?
Right. First of all, let's start right here. People couldn't wait to see the WrestleMania portion. I'm a hockey guy. I just want you to know that.
Not anymore.
Oh, they love your wrestling takes, Bruce.
Oh my God. Well, first of all, I'll talk about Lesnar because I wanted to see him. If this was his last match, it was way too freaking short. Like, I mean, 5 minutes. I don't care who this Fumi is. Like, I mean, make him fight, for crying out loud. And 5 minutes was way too short. And I hope it's not Lesnar's last bout, but this is what usually happens after WrestleMania. He takes 6 months off, and the next time you see him is at SummerSlam. And so that might be what's happening. It definitely gives him an out to take the time off. So But like that, I was waiting for that match the whole time, and it comes in, and then I go get a beer, and by the time I get the beer, it's done. It's not right.
I knew you'd be pissed about the Lesnar match.
Oh, I was. And I don't know. Punk should go on the talk circuit because he gets so boring after the 20 minutes talk that he does. I don't know how he can wrestle. It drives me nuts.
Did
but
you
it
love
was
the main event? I saw some people were saying one of the best main events in a long time, but
it was good. It was good. It was good. I thought the women weren't very exciting this year. And the one match I did like was the ladder match because those guys beat the crap out of each other. I mean, you got to be one tough dude to fall 15 feet and go through a ladder and still compete. So I thought that was entertaining. But I was overall, I was fairly disappointed in the whole thing. So I hope it gets better. I'll talk to Vince this week and Triple H, and I'll give them my 2 cents worth and say, okay, you had your down year. Let's get it going.
Bruce, as always, man, great stuff. We'll chat with you again in a couple weeks.
Sounds good. Talk soon.
There you go. That is
Bye-bye.
Bruce Boudreau. I mean, he is a hockey guy first, but we do love talking wrestling with him because it's freaking Bruce Boudreau talking wrestling passionately and knowledgeably about it. I didn't even realize the Lesnar match was only 5 minutes because I was just doing other stuff, and then I saw on Twitter that it looked like Lesnar had retired. So I turned on Netflix. I scrolled back to the tail end of it and watched the tail end of it because I wanted to see how he went out. I didn't realize it was that short a match. There's no way Brock Lesnar is done forever on a 5-minute match.
Does that not factor into the whole? Yeah,
we already said
theory?
Wyshynski earlier in the week said, what's he going to come out and then what do they call it? Go over or go out or to Gunther.
To Gunther, yeah.
Right? It's
in Minnesota,
Gunther,
right?
It's in Minnesota, yeah.
It's all, yeah.
Makes too much sense. What do you say? Oba, Femi.
Fooey fight.
This text is in. It says, I've been calling Obafemi Brocker T since he arrived. He looks like the love child of Brock Lesnar and Booker T. Kind of does. I mean, to be able to lift Brock Lesnar up on your shoulders and slam him down is pretty.
You tell me that's
impressive.
fake?
Triple P says Bruce should get introduced as Paul Heyman's brother and have some sort of manager's feud. I do like that idea
pass
too.
For it, yeah.
I think that would be. Incredible. Library Pat Dixon says, I thought general body soreness was just a euphemism. Apparently, it's a thing. That was a great story about Teemu Selanne being bruised. His entire body.
And he
was
really
bruised.
leaned into the frame when he said it too.
Yeah, from a Gudis hit.
All over the body.
They say they called him the Slayer.
The Slayer.
Yeah. All right, 780-218-9999. Great stuff there from Bruce Boudreau. He's your GS Construction Hockey Insider today, and he joined us on the Firehouse Subs hotline. 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area. Easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy, freshly toasted, stacked high at Firehouse Subs. Somebody texted in earlier, and I wanted to come back around to it. I mean, it's over a stretch of a couple of years, but, McDavid's been held pointless in these first 2 games. If you go back to last year's Stanley Cup final,
yes,
Connor McDavid's last 6 playoff games, he has 1 goal, 1 assist, and is -9.
And I do believe was also pointless back-to-back in a couple.
Not in the like in the Cup final last year, it was.
Was it 6-7 though the year before?
Yeah, it was 6-7 the year before. Last year in the Cup final was 2 points, 3 points in the first 2 games, then no points, 1 point, 1 point, no points. So he's -9 and has 2 points in his last 6 playoff games, which are not directly linked, but also certainly a talking point. Like from a Florida series last year to Anaheim series this year.
But I think credit where credit's due in the opposing teams shutting him. Like I know Noodles brought up
you're
too.
gonna have to find a way though.
No, you have to find a way. That's the point of the game. But they're doing a good job. thus far.
If you are watching over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. Let's blow. We're 15 likes away from 150. Let's blow through 200 here as quickly as we can. Got to roll in a 300 like show. I know everybody's sad because they lost last night, but they are in a better spot than they were last year. I'm going to keep coming back
you
around.
Are banging that
but
drum.
look, man, I know it's ridiculous, and I know this team's different, but the core is the same. They always, very rarely make it easy on themselves. I think that's probably right. So this is kind of par for the course. Golf reference with courses opening.
Easy.
The ranch opened up this past Tuesday. Mind you, it's supposed to snow for the next 3 days, right? Unbelievable.
It's moisture.
Unbelievable.
Be good.
All right, let's get into your Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. And you know what I did today, boys? I submitted the ticket without you guys. Just like Kevin Costner in draft day when he took Vontae Mack first overall. Remember, he submitted the ticket. He comes in, they're like, we got to send the ticket. He goes, I already submitted the ticket. And then Bellick from Prison Break was like, but we always do that together.
Are you going NFL draft?
No.
Okay.
I'm using it as a reference to say, I told people where I was going yesterday. Yesterday. Reverse it. But I watched draft day on Monday night. No, not Monday night, because Monday night was a game.
As per tradition.
Sunday night, I guess. I watched it Sunday night to get myself ready for NFL draft week. And we would talk NFL draft today, but then a bunch of Oilers fans would get pissed. So we're mostly going to stick to the hockey game. But what a movie. Trev, have you seen... shouldn't even ask. Have you seen the movie Draft Day?
I weirdly enough, I watched it last weekend.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's a good movie, right?
I saw a video.
As sports fans go, like, that's a fun movie.
Yeah, I was scrolling, and then it just got me hooked. I was like, what movie is this? And then I looked at the comments, Draft Day, so I'm like, oh, where can I watch this? So I watched it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah.
He gets his picks back, and he gets David Putney.
I love it.
Just because he felt like it?
Did he?
Yeah.
Legendary move.
Yeah, what the heck? That was crazy.
Oh, yeah. It was a simpler time.
I was so confused.
Oh, yeah, he was the agent, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, geez, Bo Callahan's agent.
Well,
hey, you're wondering why Bo Callahan fell in the draft. Diddy was his agent.
Yeah, that's exactly
great casting. Terry Crews, Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary as a
all
coach,
over the shop.
but he's good at it. He's good as like arrogant prick coach.
Fits the role well.
Here's your early bird bet of the day. I submitted the ticket without the boys' approval. Timmy Stützle, goal. That's it. It's simple tonight. He was buzzing around. I'm an extremely part-time play-by-play voice of the Ottawa Senators. So I got to take a homer pick here.
It's inside info.
Stützle is an incredible talent. Should have had a hat trick last game. They're coming home. They got to have it. It was plus 204. I've boosted it to plus 220. All right? This is probably going to be the best goal-scoring number you're going to find on Stützle. I'm telling you, he gets one tonight.
Add a little Brady in there, too, eh?
For how long that I've followed Timmy Stützle, I'll tell you, I know his game. And I know he's going to get one tonight. So it's plus 220. It's on the EST specials page. We will be adding, I'll probably get another play of the day in there a little bit later on. Lock Shop will go to town today on this NHL slate. We'll have the Screw It, Let's Do It with Hernan and Gager. Jay's play of the day still to come. The DJ and Dan will get a few things in there as well. Play Alberta, title sponsor of everything we do here at Edmonton Sports Talk. Check it out at playalberta.ca or download the Play Alberta app. Casino, sports, lottery, all in one place. Click on the EST specials page at Play Alberta. You will find the boosted Timmy Stützle goal to plus 220. Huss and I last night, we did a three-man goal parlay on the Lock Shop yesterday from 11 until noon on TuneIn and iHeart and YouTube. We had Malkin, buried one early, no sweater. We had Leon, buried one early. We just needed Kaprizov, and he couldn't get one. It was over 17-1. Over 17-1. Tough look. Big win for Dallas, though.
Yeah, Dick Veneret.
Nope. I was telling Trev earlier, I got a note from Dick Veneret this morning saying he's only doing Canadian teams in the first round.
Okay, yeah. It's that
Which
visa
makes
issue.
sense.
Yeah.
Not technically sure he's even allowed to cross the border, especially nowadays. So he's doing Canadian teams only in the first round, and then we'll
busy enough.
We'll work with customs to make sure he can get down there and well, I guess technically the games were in Tampa. But he's just calling Canadian teams in the first round.
And no baggage either.
None.
He just
a pack of Marlboros.
Sir, we've said you can't smoke in here.
All right, this should be a fun segment. What do you have beef with? Text us, 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. What do you have beef with? Text in your beefs. 780-218-9999. We'll give you some of our beefs. Reed Wilkins, he'll be beefy today. Reed's going to join us around 7:45 on the Firehouse Subs hotline. Nielsen Show brought to you by Weiss Johnson. And we got a sports update. If you're on 95.7 listening this morning, don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back. And let's be honest, you're not going to find anything better out there anyway, so you might as well stick around with us. You're going to get a couple minutes of commercials, quick traffic update, then you're back with us. If you are watching on YouTube or listening online, sports update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, who dresses up like Kevin Costner in draft day today. Visit them at 983 First Street in Sherwood Park.
Ducks taking game 2 by a score of 6-4. Cutter Gauthier would pot the winner with just under 5 to go. Leon Draisaitl a goal and an assist in the loss. Game 3 tomorrow night down in Anaheim. Elsewhere last night, the Flyers with a big home win, 5-2 over the Penguins, take a 3-0 stranglehold in that series. Wyatt Johnston, his third of the postseason, coming in double overtime, leading the Stars over the Wild 4-3. Dallas now up 2-1. 3 games around the Stanley Cup playoffs tonight. Sabres and Bruins from Boston. That gets underway at 5. Ottawa down 2-0. They're at home to the Hurricanes at 5:30. And later on at 8, it's the Kings down 2-0 as they play host to the Colorado Avalanche. Last night, the NBA playoffs, SGA had 37, leading the Thunder over the Suns 120-107 to grab a 2-0 series lead. Well, as the Pistons evening up their series with the Magic 98-83. Raptors back in action tonight. They'll host the Cavaliers down 2-0 in that series. Tip-off 6 o'clock. Elsewhere, Atlanta and the Knicks at 5 and Minnesota-Denver at 7:30. Jay is failing to complete the sweep yesterday afternoon, falling 7-3 to the Angels. They're back home to host Cleveland tomorrow night to open a 6-game homestand. And it is NFL Draft Day from Pittsburgh. Action gets underway at 6 this evening. The Las Vegas Raiders hold the first overall selection. Sports Update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, who is celebrating Draft Day by eating a big stack of pancakes this morning.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki with like a giant eagle's wings and singing lead vocals for Leonard Skinner with like an angel band. And I'm in the crowd hammered drunk.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Yeah. A man with a dream of doing the splits. His journey delayed, but he will not just quit. One day on the desk, he'll be in all his glory. But until then, we've got another trap story. Just 5 years old, a figure skating star. If he learned how to skate, maybe he'd go far. A wee little tyke with a bold proclamation. You've never seen a cuter puppy Dalmatian. A cutest Dalmatian. A little boy just out on the ice with a bark that's much bigger than his bite.
The evolution of man may not be so great. YouTube Trev has revealed he eats bananas like a maid. Just pinch the bottom. It's a banana for you. Just pinch the bottom. It's what gorillas do. It's what gorillas do. You should do it too. It's It's what gorillas do. It's what gorillas do. It's what gorillas do. It's what gorillas do. Pinch the bottom. They'll be just like you.
7:35. It is the Nielson Show coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio today. You can text us anytime in the Paris Jewelers inbox. And we're getting into I Got Beef. Read Wilkins on the Oilers Game 2 loss as well. You can feel free to chime in anytime, but you can text your beefs to us right now. 780-218-9999. Jam-packed third hour of the show coming up as well. Kind of easy trivia. 3 questions too many. Ryan Rishaug, Scalding Hot Takes, and the wrap for William Huff. So we do have lots to get to on the show this morning, but let's dive into I Got Beef. 780-218-9999 is where you can get in. And Rick, what are you beefing with, buddy?
Well, how about first a text from Boxman Matt with 1 T.
Okay.
And I don't know if this is a joke and a play on words, but hey, he says, stumbled onto your show yesterday when a coworker left the radio on 95.7. I've been listening since the Fraser days. Keep up the good work, boys. Boxman Matt with 1 T.
That's awesome.
So good to see you again.
Yeah,
in the
Boxman,
in the
Matt,
inbox,
yeah.
Paris Jewelers inbox. But
technically, you haven't been listening to us since the
yeah,
first days.
that whole.
I mean, we've been going for 2.5 years.
Have you been living in a box? Like, is that kind of the
dude? I love that you're back. Lock it in. There's many of your buddies who are probably like you who think we're dead. So tell them, hey, 95.7.
Yeah, whenever you see a radio, just switch it to that and leave it on and just walk away.
That's a very good
That's the
idea.
guerrilla marketing.
Yeah, I was thinking of maybe paying somebody to go break into a bunch of cars and then just change the radio to 95.7, and they could be known as the 95.7 Bandit. And they're just going around and breaking, not stealing anything,
no.
and doing and not smashing windows, but using one of those things that you put down and just pull the lock up.
A couple coat hangers and
yeah, I'd like to try that.
There you go.
I'd like to. I guess you could do that too. Yeah. Anyway, what's up, Boxman Matt? Where do you work at that your name's Boxman Matt? It must be a box store, I think. Right? Don't you think? Why else would you call it a Boxman Matt?
probably up there. Yeah. Shoe store maybe.
Maybe. Oh yeah, that could be a good one. One of the stores have lots of boxes. Shoe store for sure. That's a good one. All right. Anyway, what are you beefing with today, Rick?
Well, I got beef. I got no beef. I went to the Nate. You know, I go to the Nate meat market to purchase my meat regularly. I'll go for a big shop, kind of get that freezer jam packed full.
Yeah.
2 big bags of just various meats.
Yeah.
All varieties: chicken, pork, beef. But usually, the main reason I go is they have such a good deal on just ground beef. Like you can't find a better deal anywhere else than the Nate Meat Market for ground beef.
That's good.
And steaks. You can get a little small sirloin steak in this economy for a pretty damn good price. So I walk in there on I don't know, Monday, Tuesday, whatever it was earlier this week. There's no ground beef anywhere, and there's no steaks.
No.
And they got big roasts. And I'm not spending it's me and the wife. I don't need big roasts. I'm going there for the beef. I'm going there for the beef and the steaks. And I go up to the guy, and he's a nice guy there. But the program switches over. Like, it's a quick program. There's people in and out and everything. And he's walking around, and I'm like, hey, where's the beef?
A hilarious joke.
I said, ground beef? And he goes, yeah, we don't normally do that here. And then, you're in a situation where you feel like you know more than the employee. I mean, I'm going here for 10 years now. There's always ground beef. And I'm like, you don't know. And it kind of hit me, like it popped me. I was kind of off mic because I'm like, what do you mean you? And I said, well, and I didn't mean to brag. I was like, well, I've been here in the past a couple of times. And I said, you do. Like, I know you're working here and you're the authority on the matter, but I'm like, you're wrong, sir. And but he didn't back down from it. He's like, no, we don't. And then I'm kind of thinking to myself, well, I'm not going to prove him wrong here.
Yeah.
So I just said, well, okay, I guess. And then I kept shopping and I didn't end up getting any ground. I mean, I got some other things which are fine, but
going into Wayne's and asking for upper deck cards and like, no, we don't have any. Like, yeah, I know
you do.
Yeah, they're there somewhere.
And you can like, if something happened, that's fine. You can be honest with me. But this guy who's at the program probably for like a year and a half or whatever it is, he's coming at me with the authority. And I'm a 10-year vet.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? And I can't call him on it because he works there. And what am I going to do? Am I really going to like step up to him and then get banned? Like, I don't want to.
You don't want to do
I
that.
don't want to get kicked out.
So you have beef with no beef.
Beef, no beef.
Trav, what's your beef this week?
My beef this week is... Well, I was coming up the stairs today. I got to say, it's one of the most annoying things ever. When you've got a scalding hot coffee.
No sleeve.
No sleeve, but it just starts dripping on your hand. Hey, you ever have that? It just drip.
I don't drink coffee, so
They filled it too much?
I think
then it goes around the
yes.
rim. Yeah.
And so I'm like walking
Rim
and
job.
it starts burning my hand and it's already burning. So that was annoying. I was like, I know what
You should wear burn-resistant gloves every morning.
Yeah, it's maybe something I'll look at. But I got beef with just being tired. I don't know what it is, man. I tell you, I
sleep more, man.
I do sleep. I sleep a lot. I make sure to, obviously with the games right now, it's a little bit trickier. But on non-game days, I'm in bed by 9 o'clock. That's
God,
really
I hate
good.
you.
Yes, and I wake up, I am just so tired. I'm like, man, I'm getting like
It's
such
that place,
good-
man. I'm telling you, there's something in the air there.
But
the thing, the nose, the sneezing, all that stuff. the tie,
I think it's your place, man.
I don't know. I've always struggled with this.
You can live here at the office for $1,500 a month
for a paltry fee.
But like that's the thing. Like I get my sleep, and it's not just this place. And I'm certain of that. It's something I've always had. Like in class growing up, I'd fall asleep in class, and teachers have to wake me up. When I'm driving, sometimes, man, I'm swerving. Like I get really tired, and then I try. Like I eat lots. I try to get outside and keep busy. But the second I just stop, it's like I'm like a robot.
Yes,
like
you shut
I shut down. It's like
just like that.
And then-
Narcolepsy.
I don't know. Like I had a friend that had narcolepsy that I grew up with, and he was falling asleep like every second. So I don't think I have that. And like we'd always take photos of him drawing his face.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Like
definitely.
we'd like go from like a minute drive as soon as we got our license to like Timmy's. By the time we got to the drive-thru, he was passed out.
Really?
Yes. So I'm not that bad, but I don't know what it is. I got beef with it. I wish I could just be wide awake 24/7. And I'd just be, round up like a corkscrew. Just that's what I want. And I got beef. So if there's any suggestions, vitamins, more food, drinks, anything.
Under the counter?
Under the counter, over the counter, whatever.
Okay, man. Well, good luck with that.
Have you ever met a narcoleptic?
No, I have not.
There was an old lady that used to go to Royal Pizza Inglewood, and she'd order like the roast beef supper.
You told me about this lady.
And she would like pass right out into her
I remember
potatoes.
you telling me about this lady.
Sweetest girl, and it was like everybody knew, and so she'd come in and have her little meal all alone, and just like plop right into her supper.
I'm with Trev. Like I'm tired all the time too, but
for different.
But like, I sleep about an hour and a half in the afternoon, and then about 4.5 to 5 at night.
But when you wake up, are you like from your nap? Are you like, because there's some people
Sometimes
that like,
sometimes I wake up from my nap and I feel like I'm on another planet.
Like you're just,
I'm
that was perfect.
No,
Too long.
I'm always just like, what's going on? Where am I? What has been happening here?
But are you like, oh, jeez, and just
Trev, sometimes when I wake up, I'm groggy. Yeah, but I think that's what happens.
Is that
with
normal?
Most, yes, man. It's normal to be groggy when you wake up.
I don't know.
And I'm not a doctor.
I just wish I was like a cat or a dog. When they wake up, they're just so awake.
My beef is I went and purchased some groceries earlier this week. I'm trying to stop eating at drive-throughs so often, which is good.
You filled the pantry over there.
So I fill the pantry up. I literally get some basic little things, some peanut butter, some jam, some bread, some cheese, apples, some stuff. And I literally put it up in the counter or up in the one shelf that was empty above the sink. I go sit down in my office and then I hear Hernan go, "Zach, that's Dusty's peanut butter." And I said, I haven't even opened it up yet. Like, what's going on here? I guess he was like instantly snooping around my little cupboard.
And he is the only one tall enough to kind of read.
That's why I put it up high. That's wwhy the shelf above the sink hasn't been used, right? So I was like, I'll put it up here. And then sure enough, I literally went and sat down at my desk and here goes Zach. I hear Hernan go, "Zach, that's Dusty's peanut butter." And I thought, oh boy, what are we gonna do with this guy? I'm gonna have to create a lock to put over the peanut butter so that he doesn't steal it from me. All right, 780-218-9999 is where you can get in. Lots of text advice for Trev, so that's good. Let's get to Reed Wilkins here. Without further delay, let's go to Reed Wilkins. He's on the Firehouse Subs hotline with us today. We got lots of other beefs that we can get to as we work our way through the rest of the hour, but want to get to Reed. Reed, good morning. How are you, sir?
Well, I actually don't have I do have a beef, but I actually am quite happy with you, Dustin. Extremely happy. extremely, extremely happy that you put the peanut butter in a place that was inaccessible to me.
That's right.
That you put it in a place that
peanut butter in the
I
office?
would look. Yes,
I can get rid of it if you want.
No, I can have.
You knew.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that I thought you were thinking of me when you put it up there.
No, sorry, man. I was trying to hide it from Zach.
Well, it should be something that you need to treat like you're hiding it from me as well. Yes.
Maybe I'll keep it in my office in a drawer. I'll have office peanut butter. I like that.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, I think
I'll
do
never
that.
go sit at your desk and work there and touch anything that you'd be touching.
I will move the peanut butter to my office drawer.
Yeah, that makes me really happy, actually, that you put it somewhere where I could never find it or use it or accidentally use it. Well, I mean, I wouldn't intentionally use it. Hey, maybe today's the day I'll see my throat closes up.
Well, it's tough because I did remove all the peanut butter from the regular peanut butter thing and just put it in a little jar that's labeled not peanut butter.
Okay.
Just to see if I could trick you. But then I put a camera on it so we could get the reaction live as well, which wouldn't go over well. So
that doesn't surprise me that it was Zach, though. I have noticed that over the last year and a half. If you hear something in another room and you're wondering what is going on, that's an odd sound. What's happening? It's usually Zach who's the source of it. Looking to change the garbage, or
he was vacuuming the garbage the other day.
Which, by the way, I'll give him credit for that, because if I would have been on garbage duty, that needed to be done. Because I
didn't even notice.
No, I'm not. That's not a shot at you, because I didn't do it either. I didn't do it either when I was on garbage duty. Like, I reached in and tried to wipe it a couple times, but it's hard for me to reach in there. So that's good on Zach that he was vacuuming out the bottom of the what do you call that? The garbage drawer.
Garbage cupboard.
I will give Zach a point for that, though it is another one of the curious noises or things that he does where you're like, wait a minute, why is he actually doing that?
We do love Zach, though. We do love Zach. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. He's a quirky man, but extremely lovable and a very kind, good-hearted human being. I will say that.
That
like
is
if
true.
he were quirky and like mean and annoying, then like that's a pretty bad combination. But quirky and kind-hearted and lovable.
Could have just stopped at mean.
That's fine. What's that?
Could have just stopped at mean, I guess. But I feel what you're putting down.
Yeah. By the way, Eric, you look incredible. Thanks a lot for having me on the show today. It's good to see you. My beef is with I'm gonna tie it into the hockey game. I don't know if you guys talked about this or not. Speaking,
I think
of sleep,
we probably hit on it a little bit what you're about to say, but give it to us.
Okay, what do you think it is?
The throwing of something on the ice?
Yeah, like what are you doing? Don't do it. And if you're drunk and you're gonna do it, so like I can't even like at that point in the game. Like, what are you doing? And we've determined what it is yet? It was a duck.
Well, it looked like a rotisserie chicken. Some said it was a duck. I feel like they thought, I'm going to throw a chicken out there and people will think it's a duck, right? I think that's probably what it was. I don't see somebody who's smart enough to throw, and I use that term very loosely. Their intelligence level, I should say this, their intelligence level is at a point where it's going to throw something on the ice. I don't see them properly securing duck in advance. I don't see that world.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
That being said, how'd you sneak that in there? You have chicken in your...
Down your pants, I guess.
Up your jersey or down your pants. It's one way or the other.
Yeah.
Mind you walk through a bloody scan now. That kind of feels like an inside job.
Somebody... We got to get the OEG
The chicken had to be
ninjas.
snuck in through a non-scan security door, I guess.
Yeah, there's a movie here.
Yeah.
Strike Force OEG will have to look into this. That could be quite a show. They just solve crimes. They just take care of odd situations within Rogers Place. And then there's one episode a season where there's like a jurisdiction battle with EPS because something happened in front of the doors. And they're like, well, but his arm was inside the arena. Yeah, but most of his body's on the street, and they got to bring in the detective Tchaikovsky comes in, and he's like, oh, it's Tchaikovsky, not again. So anyway, I don't know what kind of, it's kind of a cross between Rob Tchaikovsky And wasn't there a composer, Tchaikovsky? I don't know what.
Tchaikovsky and Tchaikovsky. That's what it is. It's a cross.
It's a weird combination of that.
Yeah.
He's a former sports writer and classical music composer. Now a city cop who clashes with Strikeforce OEG. It writes itself, really. I'll have the first episode. I'll have the pilot done by my show today.
You could probably AI cartoon this for your show in time later on today. All right, Reed. I think you asked Knoblock that question to kind of get things going last night about, what'd you say, concerning you the most or annoying you the most or whatever it was?
I think I said, what's your biggest frustration from
frustration.
This game?
That's what it is. I mean, would you agree with them on the special teams? Is that the biggest issue right now?
Well, I guess it has to be because of how badly they've been outscored on special teams. What is it, 4-0 in the series and 3-0 last night? And that shorthanded goal was just that's a grade 8 floor hockey goal, where it's like, what? We throw it around and then the other team scores. Like that was just horrific. Involving guys who have been a part of the best power play in the history of the National Hockey League, really, over about a 4 or 5 year span. That was just awful how that was handled. But this is so yes, the special teams are bad. And it didn't appear that was going to be a negative going into the series. But neither team had a great penalty kill, though the Oilers showed signs of life after the trade deadline. And the Oilers power play first in the NHL, and it's barely produced a scoring chance. So that's been a massive flip from what we expected in the series. But a couple other things. I think that's an indicator of how poorly most of the Oilers' top players are playing. And I mean, that's a huge difference in this series. The Ducks' top guys have been better than the Oilers' top guys. If you want to, I guess you'd include, certainly Carlson and Terry. And I know Gauthier kind of plays on the third line, but he had 41 goals. And he was much better last night than I thought he was in game one.
Yep, definitely.
So I'll pick those three guys, for example. And then you have McDavid. I'll say what I said last night. Maybe the two worst back-to-back games I've ever seen him play. Playoffs or regular season. I mean, it's one thing he's not getting points. He's not producing scoring chances, and he is a turnover machine. By the time we got to the third period, if he had the puck, I expected him to lose it or give it away. That's how bad it was. Bouchard hasn't been that good. I mean, I guess he was better last night, but he's had trouble with the puck. The passes haven't been sharp. The passes have been whiffed on. Nugent Hopkins has not been noticeable. I guess if you want to maybe throw him in there as well.
2 games.
Yeah, and even Hyman was better last night. His game one wasn't that great. And then I think as a result of those guys not looking that good, I mean, Savoy struggled until he got on that other line. But I mean, if you look at the guys who have been good for the Oilers, I think Podkolzin's been decent. I think Kapanen's been decent. I think Wallman's been decent. Szymanski's a great story coming in and scoring. Clearly Dickinson in game one was a huge story. So you have guys who are tier 2 or even tier 3 guys in terms of expected impact who've been making the bigger impact. And most of the impact by the higher ed players has been negative, has been helping Anaheim. And then I still, I think it was Hyman. I asked something about the 5-on-5. I asked Knoblock that question as well. McDavid commented on it. And I know this sounds strange because they did score 5-on-5. I mean, they got 4 goals, both games 5-on-5. But I still feel as if the 5-on-5 game hasn't been that impressive because it's so disjointed. And I guess if I look at the course of over a 7-game series, I think Anaheim is doing what they want in terms of trying to stymie and frustrate the Oilers in getting the puck out of their own end and getting it through the neutral zone. I think the Oilers are off, but I also think the Ducks are doing things to create pressure on the Oilers that the Oilers aren't handling well. So that's why I'm critical of the 5-on-5 game. Yes, once they get the puck into the Ducks zone, I mean, the Ducks are a disaster defensively. I mean, I know the Oilers aren't great. The Ducks are terrible. like they don't know who to cover. They can't, I know like they're trying, but they let the puck get to the net too much. On 2 occasions last night, Anaheim got the puck right to their own blue line and lost it and got scored on. I mean, that's bad. I mean, there's no other way to put it. But I guess my concern would be the Ducks are doing things that over a 7-game series that maybe they aren't going to allow the Oilers just to score 4 goals 5-on-5 every game. So I don't know. I still think, even though the goals have been there 5-on-5, I think it's up to Knoblock and the coaches to adjust something to get through the Anaheim pressure more effectively and to keep the puck for longer. And I really think, and this was one of my concerns going into the season, I think Quenneville is out, or if you want to put them as a staff, I think the Ducks are out coaching the Oilers because McDavid mentioned that they had a plan, that they changed some stuff. I think he said they're doing a 1-1-2 that they didn't do.
Yeah.
And Edmonton has to adjust to that. I don't think, like, Knoblock seems to be a coach who thinks like, well, if the opportunities are there, the math is on our side, and I get that, but there's still things are still happening that are limiting what the Oilers can do, that are limiting getting the Oilers to their potential, and that are helping the Oilers get chances, or helping the Ducks get chances off of turnovers. So I really think it's time for Knoblock and his staff to step up with something in Game 3 to help the 5-on-5 play.
That's where I want to go with you here, and just balancing it in terms of execution and coaching. What's kind of the divide there in your opinion? Because I know we talked to Boudreau earlier, and he mentioned as well as what you said. And Quenneville's really liking that 4th line. He's not scared to put them out there when it matters and it counts. So, how would you weigh it in terms of what the Oilers maybe aren't doing, what they can do with the players on the ice, or how much does the coaching actually weigh into this over 2 games?
Yeah, I think it's a factor, Eric. I think it's more of a factor than just that the players executing poorly, and they are. Like, I don't want to let the players off the hook, because some players are or at least finding a way to make an impact. But this over the course of the last year and a bit, that's become my biggest criticism of Knoblock is, does he handle the tactics well enough? Like, we know he's very into building confidence and putting players in positions or to succeed or trying to ride the hot hand. He's clearly not afraid to shuffle up the lines, but is he going to come up with something on the chalkboard that reacts to what the Ducks are doing and beats it? But I will say this, like he didn't. I mean, they still played a lot, but when they were down, it wasn't 17 minutes of McDavid in the 3rd period. I mean, Szymanski, Roslovic, and Savoy were out there. Like, when did he tie the game with like 5:40 left or something like that? Like, he didn't totally shut down. Even like Lazar had some shifts in the 3rd.
The Szymanski line was out there with 3:20 left.
Right.
I remember he tried to make that move at center and lost, and I looked and I was like, they're on the ice with just over 3 minutes left. So
yeah. So I mean, as much as we say Knoblock doesn't play those guys, he will play them if he feels they're making an impact. So I don't have a problem necessarily with the player usage or the line adjustments last night, but figure out something different. Like, I don't know. I hope the Oilers don't just go out there and think, no, we're good 5-on-5. We just got to win special teams. Because I do think Anaheim can feel good about some of the things that they've been doing to stop the Oilers getting to their own end. Again, once it's in the Ducks' end, I still think that's a different story.
Reed Wilkins with us. Reed, before I let you go, just on the McDavid injury, on a level of concern, do you think that fans should have, with 1 being nothing, he'll be fine, and 10 being stem cell, take
my leg,
something down wherever? Where would you put that at right now?
I don't know. Not probably like a 2 or a 3, but I can't tell fans how to feel, and I could be totally wrong, but I tend to think if a guy comes back and plays, then I mean, it's playoffs, right? So you hope he's going to be able to contribute. Now, having said that, I thought Dickinson was going to play. Did you guys think Dickinson?
I thought for sure. I thought it was just going to be one of those things where Dickinson just doesn't take skates. He just plays games.
Yeah, he doesn't practice or take a morning skate the entire playoffs, whether it's 2 weeks or 2 months. But Yeah, I guess a little concerning with McDavid, considering how poorly he was already playing.
Yeah.
If he's now got something bothering him, that's going to make it a little worse. But I think that I will say this. I think next game it'll be Nugent Hopkins, Hyman, and McDavid right off the top. Right, you can leave that Szymanski line together. And then if Dickinson's back, I assume you'd leave Draisaitl, Podkolzin, and Kapanen together, and then that would leave Doc, Frederick Doc, and Dickinson if they're back, which would be a pretty good line.
Reed, what's coming up on your show later today?
Well, we're just going to keep diving into it, baby. I'm going to go to the Knoblock availability at 10. I got to check the time, so we should have some new audio from that. So lots of playoff chat. We do have our Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week today, so that'll be fun. And I will say this, just to wrap up on a positive note, I do think the Oilers will win Game 3 because now everything shifts. The Ducks going home, hot and heavy, big crowd. Like, I wonder if they come out all energetic but can't sustain it. And maybe I'm hoping this is where we see the Oilers' veteran presence be a little bit like, okay, we've been here, settle it down, let them get all excited, and we'll just go to work and win a road game. I hope that's what happens.
There you go, Reed Wilkins. We appreciate it, buddy. Thanks a lot.
All right, love you guys.
There you go. We love you too, Reed Wilkins. He joins us on the Firehouse Subs hotline. Reed Wilkins, whoa.
20 takes.
Will Fraser, man. What a legend. I want to get to this text quickly, too. Guys, I'll tell you what my beef isn't. It isn't with Reed's Reed. The guy is a gem. Many Ewell fans. That's Dave from Ewell. And, of course, when Reed goes on the post-game show, it's Reed's Reed brought to you by Ewell. So it's nice when the sponsor of the segment really enjoys the segment. So well done, Reed Wilkins. Reed Wilkins, whoa. All right, 7 o'clock hour has been brought to you by GameSense. When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your GameSense. If you were watching over on YouTube today, we just changed 200. We got to crank this up a notch today. I get it. Like, you're down in the dumps. Connor McDavid sucked last night. But we're bringing the heat. This is a pretty good show. Hammer the thumbs up for us. Let's go. Trev, hit it.
Changing 200.
We've hit 26 in a row on Kind of Easy Trivia. Let's keep the streak alive. Gift certificate to Mr. Mike's is up for grabs right now. If you want to play, text Trev 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. California Sam texts in. Says, I just booked my tickets for Game 3, baby. Must live in California. I would think.
Or he works for a company nearby.
Or he just likes to call himself, name himself after places where he's headed. Enjoy the game, California Sam. Enjoy the game. All right, if you want to play Kind of Easy Trivia, 780-218-9999. And remember, if you say nice things to Trev, it's more likely he picks you.
Yeah, you can totally buy your way into this thing.
Unbelievable. 3 questions too many. Ryan Rishaug, Scalding Hot Takes, the rap for William Huff, all coming up in the third hour. If you're listening over on 95.7 Cruise FM, tell a friend who doesn't know about us, and then they'll listen too. That's how it works. It's called word of mouth.
Word of the mouth.
That's it. This is exactly what it is. You're going to get a couple of minutes of commercials, quick traffic update with Pauline Higgins. You're back with us. If you're online with us today, sports update brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood.
Windsor, the experts you need to know. Reed Wilkins, whoa.
Didn't ask Reed about the gentleman's sweep as well, fully in play, eh? He would have loved that, I'm sure.
Who's that?
Gentleman's sweep.
Oh, we should have asked Reed. Yeah, it's totally in play. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
Oilers dropped Game 2, 6-4 to the Ducks last night. Cutter Gauthier would pot the winner with just under 5 to go. A Game 3 tomorrow night down in Anaheim. Elsewhere last night, Philly 5-2 over the Penguins, take a 3-0 stranglehold in that series. And Wyatt Johnston's third of the postseason in double overtime, leading the Stars over the Wild 4-3. Dallas now up 2-1. 3 games around the Stanley Cup playoffs tonight. Action gets underway at 5 in Boston between the Bruins and Sabres. Ottawa look to avoid going 3-0 down. They're at home to the Hurricanes at 5:30. And later on at 8, Avalanche in LA to take on the Kings, sporting a 2-0 series advantage. Last night on the hard court, Cade Cunningham 27 points. Pistons over the Magic 98-83, evening that series at 1. SGA had 37 as the Thunder would roll over the Suns 120-107. OKC up 2-0 in that series. Raptors look to get it right tonight. They're at home court against the Cavs, down 2-0. Tip-off at 6. Elsewhere, the Knicks are in Atlanta, and the Timberwolves host the Nuggets. Toronto Blue Jays failed to complete the sweep yesterday afternoon, falling 7-3 to the Angels. Jays return home to host Cleveland tomorrow night, opening a 6-game homestand. And the Las Vegas Raiders hold the first overall selection in tonight's NFL Draft. Gets underway at 6 o'clock down in Pittsburgh. Sports update brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
It's all gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. We win the championship and plan a parade. Step out on the court and it's over quick. All aces, the GOAT like Djokovic. You're at the 3-point line, no time on the clock. You don't even need to watch, you know I'm hit it. 82-0 plus 16 mo. That's a perfect season and a championship. Me and Zach run tracks like Andre DeGrasse and Usain Bolt. You can't handle it. We at the Asties looking for the belt. We the best like Gretzky, Messi, and Phelps. You want to test me? Better bring help. Calm under pressure. You get overwhelmed. It's all gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. We win the championship and plan a parade. All gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. It's all gas, no brakes. We win the championship and plan a parade.
Let's kick it off, gotta cheer for your team. The city of champs, win the gold and the green. Ice in my veins and the turf on my feet. Keeping it up on the waves and the streams. Dusty, Trevin, LTE, Tommy G, Matty I, Jay and Jasmine. After that it's 1-3. We got the smoker cooking up with the Latino heat. 3-6 on the drive, you know we score when we go live. It's Reed Wilkins and J Mill to glue the scenes. Man, really, it's a dream. It's just been a year, but it's clear no one else got us beat. Our own beer and our own booze, and now this. Man, really, it's hard to believe. Great hopes, better guess, all works, no breaks, no rest. Get the check, hit the mark, no mistakes. We the GOAT like LeBron James or MJ. Anyways, here's to you. You the nasties through and through. Couldn't do this without you, and it's true. Man, here's to year 2.
Here's to year 2. Here's to year 2. Couldn't do it without you. So here's to year 2. EST. It's all gas, no brakes. 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 We win the championship and plan a parade. It's all gas, no brakes. 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 We win the championship and plan a parade. You better watch your step. The clear choice for sports is no competition. If you're debating, you're hating, or you just don't listen. Go, 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 go. It's all gas, no brakes.
Josh Clausen, all gas, no brakes with our very own Ice Cube. A collab that actually ended a beef in the rap game around EST's old offices. So that was pretty big. Clausen also still believes in this team.
I believe in these guys. I believe in McDavid and Dry. I'm a Nuge, Bush, and Kane. Gonna make a deep run again. I believe they can soar. Gonna bring the cup back to the north. I believe in these guys. I believe in these guys. Say it with me. I believe in these guys.
That happened last year's playoffs after Game 3 against the Kings. Wasn't it or was it after Game 2? It was around the same time of year.
First win.
So Game 3.
Game 3.
Game 3 against the Kings.
Yeah.
Clausen got into it a little bit.
He's got to dust off that tequila again.
Then, like, basically was the only ever phone-in ever on any of our shows and sang that song to the boys.
And that was like
I got
late at night
something to
post
say.
game.
I like that. Put me on. I got something to say.
I like to be phoned in hammered in the morning show. Like to us.
That'd be great.
Josh, what state are you in here?
Also, Klaus, how much snow are we going to get in the next couple days?
Cold.
If you're listening right now. Oh, he just texted in. He just texted in and said, I might need to do a refresh version of I Believe. Hey, man.
Yep.
Let's see how this series plays out. Also, how much snow are we expecting over the next few days here? I think it's probably less than I'm expecting, but who knows? All right, we're going to get to kind of easy trivia. We're going to get to 3 questions. We got Ryan Rishaug coming out. We got Scalding Hot Takes. We got the rap for William Huff. But, so you were getting a coffee. I was filling up my water bottle. There is, sitting on the counter in our kitchen right now, is about an inch of Mars bar that looks like it's been cut with a knife, and it's just sitting on a Mars bar wrapper.
Mm-hmm.
It almost looks like if I was a big mouse, it would be a cheese trap. It's just sitting there. What's going on here? It's not your Mars bar. You didn't do that this morning.
It was there when I got in. A trap is certainly a good theory. I don't know why you would eat a. Well, first off, you said it looks like it's cut, like somebody's eating with a fork and a knife at this point.
Yes,
yeah. So
that definitely looks like a cut.
So there's
Mars
lots
bar.
of like layers to this that I'm kind of confused about. But you've gone that far and you leave a little piece.
It has to be Zach.
Yeah, he would have eaten it though.
No, I think he's saving it for later and then forgot to put it away. Trev, if you had to guess who left a small piece of neatly cut up Mars bar on the kitchen counter, would your guess not be Zach?
Doesn't Owanek have a history of putting small pieces of cut up chicken in his freezer?
I don't think he messes with candy bars though.
So no, that's just
that probably doesn't. Yeah, that's
strictly
probably eliminate
chicken.
Owanek on the candy bar.
Okay, yeah, it's Zach.
It's got to be Zach.
It's Zach. Yes.
Bob
Big
Long
sweets
Lloyd
guy.
says Rishaug because doesn't he eat him with a fork and a
He
knife?
does eat things with forks and knives. Rishaug recently bought a 9-wood for his golf bag, by the way. I'm going to bring that up with him when he joins us today. It's got to be Zach, and I guess he's saving a small chunk of Mars bar for today.
Well, maybe Benny needed a little sugar high late at night last night.
Could have been.
He always
I forgot about
escapes
Benny on the
yeah.
post game. But why would Benny doesn't seem like the guy who's going to cut up a Mars bar.
Maybe it's a setup.
It's a ruse.
Maybe Benny's trying to.
Clausen says probably 1 to 5 centimeters ish, mostly overnight and tomorrow. All right, so that's not bad. All right, thank you for texting us. Keep them coming in. I get you into the Paris Jewelers inbox. Nielsen Show today and every day brought to you by Weiss Johnson.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
If you damaged your furnace in post-game rage last night, buy a new one today. Contact Dennis and the team over at Weiss Johnson. WeissJohnson.com. They'll book an estimate for you. Pick up a new Train furnace right now. You get 15% off an air conditioner, heat pump, a water tank, a garage heater if you do it at the same time. 15% off plus no interest for 24 months, which is a pretty sweet deal. One of your texts will win the Royal Pizza Text of the Day. 8 o'clock hours brought to you by GD Liquidators, Auctions, and Appraisals. You mentioned Edmonton Sports Talk over there. You get 5% off anything new or used. Don't miss their monthly online auctions at www.gdliquidators.com. Canadian owned and operated. Make them your first call, 780-447-2787, or visit them at 14510 124th Ave. Quick note, I had to go pick up a goalie mask for the Muzz that she's borrowing from a friend. Actually, my buddy Scott, who's one of the top 5 guys that I would like to hang out with if I had more time, he has 4 car flags on his big SUV. He's not messing around.
No.
Like we were talking about the car flag thing yesterday. I rolled into his office to pick up this mask, and I looked and I was like, man, he's got 4 car flags on there. He's living his best life.
Living the dream.
It's pretty impressive. All right, let's get this hour going here. Kind of easy trivia. We've hit 26 in a row. Gift certificate to Mr. Mike's is up for grabs. Mr. Mike's Steakhouse Casual Feast Mode activated. $39.99. You'll choose between the Emperor's Caesar salad or the rustic onion soup. Then add a 6-ounce sirloin with lobster butter or the grilled chicken surf combo. Feast Mode activated at Mr. Mike's. Trev, who's playing today, buddy?
Playing today is John, the bread guy.
Isn't Bread Man?
Oh, he said guy.
Yeah,
Interesting.
text winner from yesterday.
Is this guy who won text of the day yesterday?
I don't know.
I think it's got. We can't have two guys named John the Bread Man and John
We
the Bread
didn't have
Guy.
the handle in there, so I don't think so.
He's got.
Do we have dueling bread guys named John?
Yeah, he hasn't texted a heck of a whole lot.
All right, well, let's find out. Let's just ask the man. Bring him on, Trev. Hey, did you win trivia yesterday? What's
going on?
Or text of the day?
I did win trivia. I did win text of the day yesterday.
Okay, excellent. I do think there are two guys who refer to themselves as John the Bread Guy, though.
No, it's me. I just have two numbers.
Oh, okay. And now, like, are you called the Bread Man because you work for like Wonder Bread or in a bakery, or is it because, like in the movie The Town, you rob trucks?
No, I used to drive a Wonder truck 15 years ago when I put that handle on.
Nice.
Okay.
At the time, was that before or after Talladega Nights? And did Wonder Bread get a big bump from that movie?
That would have been after. I couldn't tell you if they did, but Wonder Bread is so many. Like Wonder Bread is Westons. It's Italiano. It's Superstore. It's everything.
It's everywhere. Okay, that's nice. All right, anyway, let's get to trivia. Trev will start the ticker after read the first question. Good luck, man. Here we go. Did the Edmonton Oilers win last night?
No.
What position does Jacob Trouba play?
Defense.
Who is taller, Podkolzin or Savoy?
Podkolzin.
What sport does George Springer play?
Baseball.
Which city is home to the NBA's Magic?
Orlando.
Boom. John the Sportsman.
No! God. Damn it, Shake, stop it!
They are going to remember that AM radio is a viable and modern source for news and entertainment. Totally. People don't listen to AM like they used to. Seems like it's more about FM and color TV. That's stupid. It sure is, Kevin.
I'm stoked. You stoked? I'm stoked. Just stoked.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
Cannot come to my house. No, not today.
Pressure didn't get to him. That magic,
he got it done.
He took a second thought.
He got it done. That was a steady Eddie performance. What's that, 27 in a row now? 27 in a row. What, you okay?
No, I'm not. Reed Wilkins texts my personal phone. You want to hear this?
He's allergic to Mars bars.
Even better. Sorry about the Mars bar.
No!
He goes, and this is good on him for kind of turning himself in here. Jay and I left it. I think we were both leaving the last piece for each other. Then we're rushing out after the show and no one cleaned it up.
They're a great team. They were going to leave the last piece of the Mars bar for the other guy.
I do like seeing them during the show, popping into the kitchen, slicing off just a bit as the show rolls on. Like, that's how they consume it. They don't just snap it in half or whatever.
I'll say that I've shared a candy bar with my kids before, but I've never shared a candy bar with another grown-ass man.
Did they cut it up like, were there 20 slices? Just like, and then he hits it with a knife and sprinkles some salt on top?
What I would have liked to seen them do is cut it up into like 10 slices, then do a draft of the slices.
Do you go end piece? A little more chocolate there.
For sure.
Yeah.
End piece would have been, like the two end pieces would have been my first and second picks. Undoubtedly. Wow. All right. So Reed Wilkins was a Mars bar bandit.
Good on him for confessing, I guess.
I want to make him eat that last piece when he comes in today.
It's still good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Mars bar. It's fine. It'd be out for 2 weeks.
Last nuclear, yeah.
All right, 780-218-9999. If you have any questions for 3 questions too many, you can slide them in as well. Let's get into it. 3 questions. Lieutenant Eric, do you have a liner for the segment today?
3 questions too many, brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, where he feels Reed is blaming Jay. Park Mazda, your dealer for life. Jay's not texting and saying it, right? Like, it's kind of, he probably had the last piece and then he forgot it, so here we are.
Look, here's the most important thing to say, is that Reed and Jay are awesome together. It's a phenomenal show. They obviously like to share candy bars. If you are listening on the radio today, I know many of you are like, oh, I wish that show was on the radio because I would listen. It's very simple, and you'd be highly amused. It's an incredible show from 3 to 6 every single day. Just download the iHeartRadio app, download the TuneIn Radio app, search Edmonton Sports Talk once, click play. We got you all day. And our day wraps up with the Reed Wilkins Show from 3 until 6 every single day. You'll love it. You can watch it on YouTube as well. Speaking of YouTube, 65 likes away from changing 300. Let's go. Hammer the thumbs up. What is this, a November show? Come on, get it together, guys. All right, question number 1. Would you guys adjust the line combinations to help McDavid play through this possible injury?
Yes, I would. Yes.
Okay, but what's the adjustment?
Nuge, get Nuge up there. Get 0 shots McGee on the first line.
I was going to say, like Savoy, we're sitting here.
But that first line doesn't really, like as far as like ozone time, like I haven't really.
Okay, but I'll say this. Savoy produced when he got away from McDavid.
Yeah. And that
was an excellent back check for Savoy.
Yes.
Got inside that puck. We haven't talked. Everybody's been so negative about everything today. That was a phenomenal play.
Absolutely.
Savoy comes up to like my belly button and he dives in there, gets that puck back. Roslovic actually makes a nice play, and the Szymanski hammers it home.
He's taken over Nuge on the stick lift.
Yeah, but I'm sitting here going, I don't think Nuge helps that line right now.
No, he doesn't. He's not driving that line.
So you're going to say, Connor, your ankle's a little bit banged up. Here's some more baggage for you.
Yes. Well, I mean, they've worked before, though. They have a good
Nuge
history.
is a power play. 5-on-5, Nuge hasn't done much this year. I'm not even going to sit here and say that line's really worked that much this year. McDavid and Hyman are what drives it. You can put anybody on the other side.
So then, what's the other option?
I can't believe I'm being so anti-Nuge, but it has to be said.
What's the other option?
He's done nothing for 3 months.
Leon Draisaitl.
No, you can't do that because that's the best. That's a good line.
I know.
He looked okay with Hyman and...
I think I'd rather put Roslovic up there than Nuge.
Hyman and Roslovic and Nuge. That was an okay second line when Leon went down. Had a good 2 games. I just feel like that's what you're probably going to see.
No, I think you're probably right. I'm just saying it's not going to work. And I'm going to say it's not going to work because Nuge is there now. If it works next game, it's because McDavid just gets going. I don't think Nuge impacts that.
He's a complimentary guy. He knows when to give Connor the puck. He knows where to be.
I don't know, man.
Like he's never been.
No, I point production. If you put him up there, I'm not.
Nuge is literally.
I really don't care if he.
Nuge is like. Tell me how often have you noticed Nuge so far in this series?
Yeah, he's been right up there with the Fredericks. Maybe I've noticed Frederick more even.
How do you, even though the power play's struggling, how are you on that power play and don't have a shot on goal in the first 2 games? They've had 6 power plays.
Well, you see Connor and Leon tapping their stick and Boosh, give me the puck. Nuge. That's what they say. So he's like, okay.
I think they'll adjust the lines because that's what Knoblock would do after a loss. I don't think there's anybody that you can put up there that all of a sudden is going to make McDavid better if McDavid himself just keeps playing the way that he's playing. What say you? 780-218-9999
on that first line.
Somebody's calling you negative Nielsen here, Sean, in the Paris Jewelers inbox.
Negative Nielsen. Nuge has like 11 points in his last 30 games. I'm negative? No. You know what I am? I'm dealing the truth dusty. That's what I'm dealing.
Hard truths.
I just sat here and praised Savoy. I sat here this morning and said they're going to be fine. I haven't been overly negative, but it has to be said. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins has not helped this team for a couple of months now.
Armax says, I got beef with Dusty saying rude things about poor Nuge.
Enough!
Poor Nuge.
You take that back, Dusty.
I'm not taking it back.
He's a victim.
You don't.
No.
You're running him out of town.
I'm not running him out of town. You can't. He's got no movement clause. But, I mean, if you were to ask Nugent Hopkins, probably, what have you done for the last 3 months? He'd say nothing. Because he hasn't. So, I'm sorry. It's just reality. And now, when he gets 3 points next game, please text in and say, Dusty, you motivated the Nuge.
He was listening.
All right.
I'm always listening, Dustin Nielsen.
Is that your Nuge voice? Look, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is one of the all-time nice guys. I get it.
Yeah.
But you can't sit here and give him a pass just because everybody loves him and he's going to play the most games in Oilers history.
Well, Ben, formerly in a van, agrees with you, Dusty. He says Nuge can go finish his career elsewhere after the season.
I did not say that, you guys.
Nice, Dusty.
Oh my God. I'm getting done in by my own voice. I'm saying that.
I'm just reading the text.
I'm just saying where Nuge plays in this lineup right now probably doesn't matter. And that's an issue.
But he'd be better with Connor than on his own line.
Except he hasn't been.
He didn't really play a heck of a whole lot with Connor down the stretch, though.
He needs to get deep. We need deep.
All right, 780-218-9999 is where you can. That all came from a McDavid question. I'm sitting here slandering the Nuge, who I've always loved.
You just said it out of your cut that. I'm sitting here slandering the Nuge.
But you can't clip it because I said who I've always
Just
loved.
that.
You've changed.
Shut up. Question number 2. Would you guys do anything drastic on the power play to get it going?
Somebody here, Ryan from Saskatchewan, would you consider put Jake Wallman on the first power play unit instead of RNH?
No. Okay. I love Nuge.
Nah, you don't touch it. Nuge is awesome on the power play.
Look, the power play operated at 30%. I don't know if I'm buying into Connor's. These guys just came back. Like, I know they just came back, but you've been together as a unit for 4 years. I mean, you're deadly. I think it's more execution as opposed to
rust.
But I wouldn't touch it. What are the options? You gonna put Puck Colson out there instead of Hyman?
Ew.
No, there's no other options. It's
Savoy instead of Nuge. Roslovic instead of Nuge.
Why do you hate Nuge so much?
Well, no, I'm just
why
I'm just going off of what you said.
Why are you trying to take Nuge
I'm just going
off
off
the power
of what
play,
you
Trav?
said
This is
there.
really weird to me.
I'm just going off of what you said over there.
I'm very surprised that you've had this heel turn on Nuge this morning.
No, don't
interesting.
Uno reverse this.
Oh, I just
on
Uno
me.
reversed you so hard.
Oh.
I just Uno reversed you so hard. Question number 3.
This a turn.
Guys, I was looking at the new EST Spring store, and I'm going to get 2 items. Which 2 items do you suggest I get? Well, I'm going to probably go. So you hop online, edmontonsportstalk.com. You'll see EST Spring pop-up store. Click on it, and there's a bunch of stuff in there. There's a bunch of golf shirts. There's some sweatpants.
I already got
There's
my
a couple
3 items.
hoodies. There's a T-shirt. I know what I think. I definitely have to get EST sweats because we don't have those yet.
The best part about this is you can do the full.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a top and a bottom.
Yeah.
Bring it the whole outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking a hoodie, a pair of sweatpants, probably a golf shirt. There's a baseball jersey you can get too. I would say, you know what? Baseball season's coming up. Riverhawks going to be opening up. We do have, we're going to have a bunch of Riverhawks tickets to give away this year. And we're going to have their games on the station again, which is fun. I would go baseball jersey, golf polo. Because we're into baseball and golf season. That would be my advice, I guess.
So you're going with the Cartway polo, the pink with the golf carts on it.
That's what I'm getting.
That's what I'm getting as well, Trev. There also is the men's level wear Surfside polo.
What's that blue one? What is on there? I was looking at
That's the blue one.
I was thinking about getting that one too, but I couldn't tell what's on that shirt.
Surfboards.
Yeah, I think it's surfboards.
Oh. Yeah.
But I did get the.
That's why it's called the surfboard polo.
Correct. Yes.
The knit shorts and the Cartway polo.
You got the shorts?
Shorts and the pink
too.
polo.
I'm gonna go message Maddie and be like, I'll take one of everything.
Well,
I'm getting the pink polo, the Cartway polo.
Okay.
And then I'm getting the Holloway Heritage Prep hoodie. I'm getting the black one of that and the white.
The fancy hoodie?
Yeah.
2 hoodies.
You're getting 2 hoodies?
I like hoodies.
You must like hoodies if you're getting 2 of the same hoodie, just in different colors.
Yes.
Never heard of such a thing.
Uh-huh.
Huh. Anyway, edmontonsportstalk.com and click on, you'll see it right at the top. You can't miss it. Click on edmontonsportstalk.com. Shop EST Spring Store. Partners over at the Hive have put that together for us. And then right beside that or right under that, you see the Cara Family Resource Center's Spring 50/50. So if you want to get in on that 50/50 as well, you can click on that. That'll take you right to Rafflebox. Rafflebox.ca/raffle/KARAFRC.
Shovelhead chimes in. Dusty, you are correct. At this point in his career, Nuge is playing more like Henrique, and maybe it's time to recognize that.
I didn't take it that far. I just said I'm not sure it matters where he plays right now.
Said you're correct.
Ryan Rishaug, local podcaster.
You need a Mars
extraordinaire. You know what? I do need to eat the rest of that Mars bar.
I think that
I just had a Nutri-Grain bar, which I love, but it's like made me angry now.
you've had the healthy option. Now you can balance it out. You deserve it.
Somebody get me a breakfast sandwich ASAP. All right, Ryan Rishaug, Got Your Back podcast on the way. Scalding Hot Takes should be good. Hey, sorry, Nuge. preemptively for hot takes. The wrap for William Huff still to come as well. If you're listening online, sports update coming your way. If you're on the radio this morning, couple minutes of commercials, quick traffic update. You're back with us. Here's LT.
Oilers 0 on the power play again as they fall 6-4 to the Ducks in Game 2. Cutter Gauthier potting home the winner with just under 5 to go in the third. Leon Draisaitl a goal and an assist in the loss. Game 3 tomorrow night down in Anaheim. Elsewhere last night, Philly take a stranglehold on the Penguins 5-2. They're now up 3-0 in that series. And Wyatt Johnston's third of the postseason, coming in double overtime, leading the Stars over the Wild 4-3. Dallas lead that series 2-1. 3 games tonight. Boston at home to Buffalo at 5. Ottawa at home to Carolina at 5:30. And the Avalanche in LA at 8. NBA playoffs last night. SGA a tidy 37 points, leading the Thunder over the Suns 120-107 to grab a 2-0 series lead. And the Pistons evening their series the Magic at 1 with a 98-83 victory. Raptors look for a win. They're down 2-0 tonight when they're at home to the Cavs at 6. Elsewhere, Atlanta hosts the Knicks at 5, and Minnesota at home to Denver at 7:30. Toronto Blue Jays failing to complete the sweep yesterday afternoon. They lose 7-3 to the Angels. Jays are back home to host Cleveland tomorrow night to open a 6-game homestand. And the Las Vegas Raiders hold the first overall selection in tonight's NFL draft from Pittsburgh. Coverage gets underway at 6 o'clock. Ryan Rishaug joins the show next as Hour 3 continues here on Edmonton Sports Talk.
First thing we firewood eat, and then we hire Knoblock. Bring in Paul coffee, then goals against us stop. Illusions that someday we'd be in the fight. Now it's playoffs, and this is game night. That's when it dawned upon me that this is a serious theme, and there ain't no doubt tonight we'll shut them out. Oilers will hoist Lord Stanley. Oilers will hoist Lord Stanley. Oilers will hoist Lord Stanley. Center and down the wing. It is Rishaug. Scores! Rishaug scores! And the Edmonton Oilers are gonna move on. Stare at the sold-out crowd, and then the day begins. Moss Pit is cheering loud. McDavid goes end to end. Skinner's on his head. King gets into a fight. Hyman is sniping. This is game night.
8:33 on the Nielson Show. That one's from a couple years ago, too. Dallas from Nelson laying it on you there. I know it's a tough vibe today after they lost Game 2 last night. But you can text us anytime, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. We got the wrap for William Huff still to come. Scalding Hot Takes around 8:48-ish today. And Ryan Rishaug is going to join us shortly here from the Got Your Back podcast and TSN. This text comes in, first time they've ever texted in, probably listening on 95.7, says, why is nobody saying the obvious? Connor is in a funk. Not because of his sore ankles, because he's got the yips. He can't make a play without dusting off the puck half a dozen times while shaking his head like a spaz. He's faking himself out too hard. Now you know. Signed Danger Boy.
Danger Boy.
First time
coming in
they've
hot.
ever texted in, and they're texting in under the handle Danger Boy. I love it. That's kind of funny, I think. All right, let's get to this.
Timberlake rocks.
Is that a mandate of yours?
What are we talking about here? Good question. Can some of it be about sport? Yeah. All he needs to do is just get in front of people and state his case. If they had the mandate from the people, blah, 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 I don't know where that information came from, but I would question it.
Time for the morning mandate with Ryan Rishaug.
This is what sports broadcasting is all about.
You know what? That may be a good point, Ryan. You broke the story, Ryan.
Rishaug is one giant 6'2" pile of Charmin.
All right, it's TSN's Ryan Rishaug from the Got Your Back Podcast Network, and he's in the middle of putting up a wall somewhere, probably, right, Shoggy? What do you got on the go?
Oh, it's a little messy. If it doesn't mess with I'll just show you what a mess the office is. So those were the shelves back there I was putting together yesterday when I was supposed to be doing the show. So I constructed those on my own. We got a great painting crew working out there from Kennedy Coatings, and the house is a little messy, so I apologize. I apologize for yesterday. But is Trev scared of me? Is he afraid? Is Trev? Do I intimidate him?
Trev does get intimidated by a few people. Are you intimidated of Shoggy?
What happened? What did I do?
No. Because you called him yesterday.
Well, here's the thing, buds. Help a brother out. Give me a call. Don't let me. It's like when let's say you lived in the house with someone else that you worked with, and you got up and had a coffee and had breakfast, and they were upstairs sleeping. You have to be at the same workplace at the same time, and you just walk out the door, and you don't bother going and give them a little, hey man, that was you yesterday. Give a guy a call.
Darn. Okay, cool. That's good to know. I'll definitely call you. That's great.
I'm calling you all the time now, Sean.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It better be work related. Don't ever call me on a personal level. But by all means.
Well, Trev likes to golf, and you like to golf. Maybe he could use your 9-wood.
Yeah, new 9-wood.
And you guys could get out and hit the link.
Yeah, 100%. You guys chirped me on the 9-wood too?
I brought it up briefly. That was about it. I was pretty stunned when you texted me yesterday and said you had ordered a 9-wood for your bag.
I can't believe the reaction this has gotten, and it was immediate. So I'm literally, I told this story on our show, I'm literally at the Boers, right? And Scott McNabb, who does such a great job over there, we're at the till, and he's standing at the till, and I'm kind of in a rush. I got to get going. No. He's on his phone. He's sitting there at the till on his phone. And he's just sitting there, and I'm like, bud, what are we doing here, bud? Can we? He's like, yeah, I'm just texting Struds. Yeah, done. Okay. As I'm buying the 9-wood, he's texting Struds to let him know Shogger's here. Just bought a 9-wood. I can't believe the reaction.
When did you turn 60 years old, Shoggy? Was it recently or?
Well, listen, if we're going by back age, I'm entitled to this club. If we're going by, spinal cord health, then this club is perfectly fine for me. I can't remember who, but somebody was playing a 9-wood at the Masters back
Couples?
a week and a half ago there. No, it was not Fred.
That was a funny Fred Couples joke.
That was good. Well done, Dusty. Well done. Hop on board.
Tommy Fleetwood plays the 9-wood?
I think it is.
What?
When there you go. And he's legit. So we're going to see who's laughing when I am absolutely butter. Floating them in, nice high approach shots from $190 out. It's going to be absolute butter. And I never, ever have to touch a 5-iron again. I will never touch a 5-iron again. It's nothing but disappointment. It's nothing but frustration. It's been letting me down for years. So it's not even going to be in the bag anymore. And instead, one more head cover, boys. I'm almost all head covers.
All right, people are going to be so pissed because the Oilers lose one playoff game, and we're already talking about golfing.
Yeah.
Well, they're not. They're far from done.
Oh, settle down, everybody.
But also, I don't know. You watched last night? Look, the Oilers never make things easy on themselves. So I don't think we should be surprised that the series is at 1-1. But we got to start with Connor. I mean,
sure.
You've covered him since the day he was drafted by this team. What has been going on the last 2 games?
Yeah, so he just strikes me as a guy that has been waiting a really long time to get to this moment. And sometimes, when that happens, you can just maybe overdo it a little bit, right? There's no lack of effort. There's no lack of urgency. He's trying really hard, but it's just he's trying things that he might normally just make a bit of a different decision when he's in a little bit more of a calm headspace, right? So he's just we're seeing him skate the puck into traffic and trying to go through people. We're seeing him trying to make plays that aren't necessarily there. I would say when he's at his best, his puck touches I'd say 90% of them are either positive puck touches or neutral puck touches. And maybe 10% are off, and it's just different. Like even if that's down to 20% of them are different, that's really noticeable in his game. So I think just trying to do a little bit too much, just a little bit too much desperation in the moment, which you love the quality and the want and the desire, but it's just a little too much right now.
Special teams, an issue as well. How do they go about fixing that?
Well, I think that's part of it. I think that ties into it. And this isn't just Connor, but we're seeing some of that
for a lot of the power play, though, right?
Yeah, he's got the puck for a ton. So they made a bit of an adjustment. They were still doing the slingshot, but they had Draisaitl taking it on the red line and kind of making a decision there which way he wanted to go with it. I thought they were a little bit better in getting the zone, but again, just trying to force some plays, some stuff that's not there. And I thought it was interesting. Like McDavid is the last guy to ever throw any sort of excuse out there, right? He just doesn't do it. Even he said to us last night, like, let's remember, Leon just got back, Hyman just got back, and we haven't been playing together. So as good as our power play is, it can still be a work in progress. So for him to make that remark, he's the last guy to make excuses. That tells me he's really feeling that out there. Like, oh, they didn't hit the playoffs, playing their best on the power play. They didn't have everybody together. And he's sensing, okay, this isn't necessarily riding a bike. They're falling over a few times. They still get the training wheels on. They're going to figure it out. They're just that good. But the other side of this is, Leon Draisaitl hits that one-timer the other night. We're probably not talking about this quite as much.
Ryan Rishaug with us on the show this morning. Shoggy, when you look at McDavid and last night, somebody texted in today and said, well, at least they let him talk to the media last night. That means the ankle's not that bad. And he kind of sort of was just like, no, you just got rolled up on a little bit. It'll be fine. What do you think of him post-injury, and how much do you think this thing could possibly linger?
Yeah, good question. I think, so I was actually watching him earlier in the game, and there was one time he rushed down the ice and shot a puck, and then he kind of got bumped by the D-man. And there was just something about the way he got bumped. And then they went to commercial. He stayed out that entire commercial break doing figure eights, kind of skating in the corner. And I was on him with the binoculars, as I often am. And I was just thinking, like, why is he still out there? Like, that wasn't a short shift. It looked like he was kind of, So I thought there might have been something there a little bit. And then of course, we all saw what happened with Ekholm. I thought when he came back, I thought he looked worried, quite frankly, that, oh boy, how bad this is going to be. I thought he looked tentative his first 2 or 3 shifts. And it was within those first few shifts where he had that egregious turnover on the power play that we just don't see from him. And I thought that he started skating better through the third period. Like, we watched closely, he came bursting out of the tunnel for the third period. You know how he comes launching himself. He did that and did his hard lap. So I was like, oh, okay, well, he looks like he's feeling fine. Yeah. And I thought he skated better in the third period. So he said, it's fine. I'll be fine. Just got rolled up on. I don't expect him to tell us anything different. But based on the way he was moving around, I don't think it was a huge issue. Now, you take the skate off, you give it overnight. It's probably not feeling great today, so who knows what develops. But I do have to say, guys, the one thing that was really notable to me with McDavid last night, when he turned that puck over on the power play, did you see what he did? He'd his shoulders slumped and he was kind of like, what the heck? When it was like, danger, danger, danger.
I know.
Right? You never see that from Connor McDavid. If he turns the puck over and it's a bad one, he's got the legs to get there and fix it. But he took 3/4 of a second to be frustrated and kind of like, what the, And I'm not going to say that's what cost him the goal. The turnover cost him the goal, but just uncharacteristic. And I think that moment maybe speaks to his headspace as much as anything.
The body language after the Szymanski goal we talked about too.
Even when he looked like he was like concerned and stressed after the Szymanski goal when they flashed him on the bench as well.
But I want to ask you, Ryan, I know a lot of listeners and viewers have said the Oilers are getting out-coached. I don't think I would go that far. But your thoughts on coaching through 2 games in the series?
Yeah, I mean, Joel Quenneville's made some decent adjustments here and there, and he moved Gauthier onto a different line, got a obviously good game out of him. Yeah, obviously some things worked. He's a good coach. He's a veteran, savvy coach. And Knoblock certainly got his hands full. I don't love the fact that he separated Doc and Frederick. I don't think he had to do that. It was one of the things in the lineup that was working, and I know he had 2 players come out, but I feel like he could have just gone Szymanski between those 2, which they had done late in the year, and it had worked pretty well. So I feel like he could have done that. But then now you're, messing around with some things with Nugent Hopkins and such. But, like they're at even strength, you guys. They piled up the goals at even strength last night. Yeah. It's not like they've been dominated at even strength. Those are the decisions that if you're talking about a guy getting out coached, there's the special teams aspect to it, and sure, they're losing that battle. But when you're talking about a coach being out coached, well, go right to the 5-on-5 numbers and look at those. Did the Oilers have 4 even strength goals last night? 4 even strength goals last night, yeah. So I'm not sure. Could he have maybe done things different? But it feels like quite a bit of second guessing. Though the one thing I'll say is that I didn't like that he separated those guys. Sorry,
okay, so yeah, that's a good point. What about next? Like, do you think Savoy stays down and maybe they put Nuge back up with McDavid? Yeah. Like what? Yeah, you think that's probably what they do?
That's for me, it's a simple fix. I don't think you overreact. I don't think you come with a whole new set of lines. I don't think you do anything dramatic. Like you're in fine shape. It's 1-1 and your 2 or your 3 best players have not even checked into the series yet in Bouchard and McDavid, and you're 1-1. So I think you show calm, you show steady. Nuge, McDavid, Hyman, Podkolzin, Draisaitl, Kapanen. Roslovic, Szymanski, and Savoy on that third line, and then you put Doc and Frederick back together, and you see where Dickinson ends up being, depending on his status there. So to me, you have to show calm and go to things that you've gone to in the past. No reason to wipe the slate clean and have a fresh whiteboard. And I think that without a gout, they're going to be better next game, the big guys, without a gout.
That was the text of the day yesterday. It was, did Rishaug miss today? No gout about it, which was kind of funny. That was good. All right, Shoggy, what got your back post-game, game 3? Is that what's
yeah, you betcha. Yeah, 100%. We also dropping a Ray and Dregs this morning, so that's coming out in a little bit. And then we'll be rocking post-game on Friday night.
Sounds good, man. We'll catch up with you next Wednesday.
Okay, yes, it's Wednesdays, right?
Yeah,
Wednesdays?
Yeah, Trev
will
call you.
Hey, Trev, hit me up, bud.
I can do that.
Hey, Trev, it's Shoggy. Call me. All right.
Hey, feel free. I don't bite.
See you later, man. There you go. That's Ryan Rishaug from TSN and the Got Your Back podcast. You find their YouTube channel, and obviously podcast available on all podcasting platforms. Is Gager connected?
No, but I imagine. Oh, he's connected.
He's watching it. Gager is always as efficient as they come. He's a bizarro McDavid right now, who's not overly efficient at all. We're going to get into Scalding Hot Takes, then we got the wrap for William Huff. We'll get to Scalding Hot Takes coming up right away with Joaquin Gage, the judge, sliding in. You are the defending champion, LTE.
Correct.
And then last week, I guess there was no Scalding Hot Takes because I got called out on short notice.
Correct.
Did you guys already have takes done by the time I told you I wasn't going to be able to make it in on Thursday?
No.
I hope you didn't waste any good takes last week. No. Okay, well,
timely and topical.
That would have been sucked for you guys. It wouldn't have been good. Text of the day, sound of the day, all still to come on the wrap. Hangout from 9 to 11 today. Lock shop from 11 until noon. 2 guys in goalie with myself and Gager from 12 until 1. EST afternoons with Hernan and Gager from 1 until 3. And then the Reed Wilkins show from 3 until 6 today. Scalding Hot Takes brought to you by the Greater St. Albert Catholic School District Sports Academy for students and athletes who want to elevate their game. The Baseball Academy is delivered in partnership with Absolute Human Performance, one of Alberta's leading athletic performance centers, focusing on individualized training that helps players throw harder, swing faster, and move better on the field. Learn more about the GSA CRD Baseball Academy at gsacrd.ab.ca. All right, let's bring in His Honor, the judge, Joaquin Gage. Gager, what's up, man?
Nothing, boys. Nothing. Great show. I know we're pressed for time here, but Dusty, I have to say 2 things. I'm proud of you. The fact that you have limited your drive-through consumption, I think that's a great move. I think we had this discussion a while ago. This is great. I'm looking forward to this kind of change, but I'll have to say, a little bit disappointed with the fact that there's peanut butter in the office.
I'm moving it into my desk at work. Into the office. Yeah.
Okay. That's let's keep it there because we love Reed. We need Reed, and I would hate to. Although he's an attractive man, and I just don't want to have to go into my CPR and start giving mouth to mouth to Reed as he goes into anaphylactic shock because there's peanut butter everywhere.
Okay. I told Reed today that I will move the peanut butter into my desk.
Yeah. Don't tell Zach, though.
Don't tell Zach, though. I want to make sure it lasts for a little while.
Oh, and Reed's no stranger to stealing food, though. I'll say that. Like he's dipped into my to the meat drawer sometimes in the fridge.
Oh.
But he said the next day he's great. He comes up to me and he's like, "Oh, Joaquin, can I talk to you?" And I thought it was something. He goes, "I had to take some prosciutto yesterday."
I had to.
Oh, it's perfect.
All right, Gager, let's go. You're going to go first, Rick?
Okay.
I'll go second. Trev, you got the hammer today. It is Scalding Hot Takes. Let's do it. Let's get after it. Here we go.
Time now for Scalding Hot Takes.
Luis Mendoza and Matt Savoy were separated at birth.
Hot take alert.
Kevin Bacon in Hollow Man thinks Nuge has been invisible.
That's a hot take.
Here you go, Radko. These skates are as good as new.
Careful. That takes hot.
Zach Hyman is the Lester Averman of the Oilers.
The hottest of takes.
Connor just really loves a good gentleman's sweep show.
Wow, scalding hot take.
I've always said McDavid disappears in the biggest moments.
Hot take alert.
Paul Correa had posters of Kenny Wu on his bedroom wall.
That's a hot take.
The guy who threw something on the ice last night could probably close for the Jays.
Careful. That takes hot.
I'm sick and tired of watching the Oilers power play. I'm also just tired.
The hottest of takes.
Joel Quenneville is Icelandic.
Wow, scalding hot take.
If I was McDavid's dad, I wouldn't wear his jersey either.
Hot take alert.
I'd rather watch Arlington Road than the Oilers power play.
Careful. That takes hot.
Knoblock needs to Adam Banks Connor McDavid for Game 3.
The hottest of takes.
Atif thinks McDavid's hands are rough right now.
Wow, scalding hot take.
Connor and Leon don't like Nuge parties because he doesn't have any shots.
Hot take alert.
All right, there you go. That is Scalding Hot Takes for another Thursday morning. Let's go to Joaquin Gage.
No, that was close. That a good closer, Dusty. We've all witnessed those things. But I gotta say, you're gonna pass that glove straight across from Eric. You too, Trev. Takes it.
Whoa! Unbelievable!
What a steal.
I wasted the Atif hand steak to not beat Trev today.
Oh, let's go.
Oh,
You're honored.
God.
You're the best.
There you go.
Thank you. It's
Gager, Trev will be in on two guys and a goalie today.
the best judge in the whole city, right there.
All right, with Gager, you're right. We are out of time. We got to get going. See you later.
Okay, bye.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Dustin.
I'm sorry. That's unbelievable. I should have won today. I don't even remember any of your takes.
Yeah, well, Gager does. Let's go.
Look at the chat. They know it.
Well,
this is a straight up highway robbery.
Let's go.
Farce.
Gager is the smartest man in this office. He knows what's up.
The McDavid dad and the Atif near the end, I thought sealed it away.
Those are both winners.
Those were
when I did the Atif hands one. I was like, that's it. It's done. I'm winning for sure here. God.
What's up, Dusty? I will say my hands are super cold.
The inbox is just stunned right now. They're stunned.
My hands are so cold, so this is perfect. I need this right now.
Who's getting the 4-pack of beer, LTE or Gager? On Monday, hey?
Interesting.
That could be
interesting.
Debatable.
Oh, that is great.
All right, let's get into the... Man, it just got really warm in here.
Well, you turn on the heat. You can smell it.
Kicked in.
Oh, the heater kicked in. Yeah, okay, that makes
Matty,
sense.
You can smell it. The hangout is...
I hate that smell.
It's not a good smell.
Well, I don't mind that smell.
It smells like fire in there.
Yeah.
It's hot in that hangout. You sit by that.
All right, wow. Let's get into the rap for William Huff. I'm stunned. I'm stunned.
Hi, stunned. I'm Trev. I'm the winner.
This seems rigged. This seems rigged. Like Garth Vader is in and says, when other contestants laugh at your takes, you should win.
Should have seen Gage, though.
Marco says Dusty basically got 2 knockouts and still lost by decision. Unreal call. That might have been one of the worst decisions I've ever seen in Scalding Hot Takes.
Colin the Amishman says Gager just had a Connor McDavid performance.
All right, the wrap is brought to you by William Huff. If you want your place to look as good as ours, get it done at William Huff. Bruce and the Dream Team been doing it over there since 1952. That's why they're the best in the biz. I guarantee Bruce would have given me the hot takes mint today.
Callie and Bummer almost as stunned as Dusty running the Nuge out of town.
I wasn't running the Nuge out of town.
Maybe that.
Okay, what did we learn on the show today?
Trevor has narcolepsy. Gager has something against you, apparently. The candy bar mystery was solved. Reed Wilkins admitted to him and Jay.
And I got to move the peanut butter into my desk drawer.
And I really like the idea they, again, before their show, slicing up a chocolate bar and then kind of peeling off to go have little pieces of it. I kind of like that.
Trev, what'd you learn today? Outside of what Gager's balls taste like. Give me the mint again. You should give me that mint right now just for dropping that one on you.
Not a chance. I learned that I can call Shoggy whenever.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's good news.
That's nice, actually.
I didn't know that was like a thing I could do. So now I know. I'll just, if he's running late, I'll give him a call.
Just give him a call. Hey, it's Trev again. How you doing? I'm just in the bath.
Hey, Shoggy, what you doing?
Let's get to your sound of the day today. How much? You know what? Let's do this. We hit this a few times.
Draft day?
No. Reed Wilkins, whoa. That's your sound of the day. That is Will Fraser doing the Weiss Johnson jingle, but saying Reed Wilkins instead of Weiss Johnson.
One take.
I gotta keep an eye out here. I'm expecting Gager to bust in through that door and take his knife out of my back.
Oh, you're fine.
All right, let's get to your text of the day today. Here, let's go to this one. Auction Mike is gonna win the Royal Pizza text.
Royal Pizza, still taking a day.
Why not plan ahead and order Royal Pizza for tonight? I think you could maybe even go now and order it for tomorrow night. I don't know if you can do more than 24 hours.
Might as well ask.
That's a great idea, though. I'm going to order pizza on April 23rd, 2027, a year from now. And pizza will show up. 14 locations in the Edmonton area, royalpizza.ca, and available now for limited time only, the spicy vegetarian.
You're going with this too. Yeah, well, you're. Yeah.
Text of the day is from Auction Mike, says, Connor McGager. Ties in nicely to what we've seen from both of them this week.
Yeah.
Who's coming up on the hangout today? We still got a couple minutes here, but Trev. Who's coming up on the hangout?
Trev.
The hangout today will be Patty from the Canadian Brew House.
Yeah, Patty.
Jasmine, Tommy, and Maddie.
Oh, that's an excellent hangout coming up. All right, well that'll be a lot of fun.
It is hot.
It's so warm in here right
boiling now, isn't it?
What are we doing? What did we set the temperature to? 1 million?
No, it needs to be. It was so freezing over here. My hands are so cold.
Thought my takes would have been enough to heat this building today.
Maybe that's what it is.
That must be.
That's probably why.
My heat. The takes are coming back out. That's got to be what it is.
McDavid's dad just being, you suck. Like, I'm not wearing your crap.
I know.
I do like that.
That was a good take, right?
Son, I love you and all, but you suck.
He doesn't want people to know that he's Connor's dad.
Are you Connor McDavid's dad? No.
Yeah. It was like when Muzz let in 5 goals in the first period of 3-on-3 yesterday, and people are coming over here and they're like, "Oh, you got a kid playing?"
Don't know her.
Nope. I'm just here watching these two teams play spring hockey. Shout out to the Muzz though. So she lets in 5 goals in the first period of their 3-on-3 game yesterday. Shuts the door, allows just 2 goals in the final 2 periods of 3-on-3, which is damn near unheard of. And they end up winning 8-7.
Good bounce back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stopped the penalty shot in the third period, too. And it was her first game with like a real goalie mask. So I got to get her some goalie skates, though. The other goalie last night had the goalie skates, and they were moving around pretty well. And the Muzz was just jumping around trying to get in front of pucks. So, yeah.
Regular Julie the Cat Gaffney.
Exactly. I told her, I said, Muzz, you make a glove save. You have to hold it like this for 3 seconds so we all wonder where the puck is, and then turn it over and drop it. All right, we got more classic rock coming up over on 95.7. Red Hot Chili Peppers. By the way. I go, by the way.
Yeah, sure.
That's how it works? The Hangout's coming up. I'll be back with the Lock Shop. Trev's co-hosting with his best friend ever on Two Guys and Goalie today, Joaquin Gage. Hernan Salas, Engager on EST. Actually, I'll be doing Two Guys. Trev, unless you want to. You can do it. Whatever.
11
I think it would
continues.
be a very interesting show.
Maybe all three of us do it.
Oh.
Maybe you sit right between Gager and I today.
Oh, that'd be
You guys talk. That'd be good.
And then the Reed Wilkins Show today from 3 until 6. Spend the rest of your day with us over on TuneIn and iHeart, free apps to download. And hey, you can watch on YouTube all day long as well. For YouTube, Trev, Lieutenant Eric, I'm Dustin Nielsen. Take it easy.